All right, I'm gonna mute the song real quick. And I'm gonna mute these guys first. Show me, and then it's Will, and then that's Vince.
I think he abandoned us.
No, I'm here. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me?
When do you think Cody's gonna start the podcast?
Okay, they can
I
hear
don't
me.
know. He
All right,
started soon though.
I hope so.
all right,
I got a lot of shit to do, dude. Got a lot of ass to eat. You know what I'm saying?
all right. Well, that's the end of the podcast. Anyway, hello, Vince. Hello, Will. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good, man.
That's good
Things
to hear,
are
man.
things are things, dude.
That's good to hear. Before we start, let me just ask Will, because it's been like a couple weeks we haven't seen. How are you, Will? How you doing, man? Keep the update with Will 2020 construction working man.
Good. So far, let's see. They haven't sent me to the DMV yet. It was like kind of pissing me off because I'm like P ready, born ready, but I think it's gonna happen soon, like next week or something. I've been on the road like a couple times already. I don't know if I'd like been over that, but like yeah, I've been on the road. First I was like kind of shitty, but not really. I like needed to work on my turns, but now I got that shit down.
Nice.
So yeah, it's harder than you think, but
What turns with what?
with the trailer, like
Okay.
with the truck, and then like the instructor guy, he's just like yelling at you. He's like he's like, no, you're too close.
You're too close, man.
He's like,
It was Dylon, dude. That's cool.
yeah, he's like, that's a fail. What are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, man. Yeah, he's pretty funny though. But yeah, we did some cool shit this week. Then we did like this dump truck training where like we had this big ass dump truck and put a bunch of dirt in it, and then we like drove it to the new lot, and then we dumped the dirt. That was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And then last week we had this
Hey, what about Cody adjusting the volume on the fly, dude?
yeah. And then
This
last
is
week
it,
we
dude.
had we had like a bigger fucking skip loader thing, bulldozer thing. It was huge, and we got to play with that. But other than that, and then I went on a crane this week for the first time, so that was pretty cool. And that's about it. I've been chilling. Oh, I went to the movies on Tuesday.
What do you watch?
I watched Parasite.
Nice.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. P good.
I've totally seen that movie.
I
Haven't
guess it
seen that
won
movie.
like a bunch of Oscars, but
Yeah, and everyone's mad because like I don't know, the Oscars are funny, man. That's all I gotta say, dude.
They're bitches, dude. Early bitch calling.
yeah.
Fuck the Oscars, dude.
Turn me up.
Oh, that's good to hear, man. I'm glad everything is like finally happening for you. You know what I mean? I remember it was like a blow up in the beginning, and now everything is seems to be coming, all part of the plan. So that's
Yeah,
always
I
good to hear.
I'm just really used to it now, so I don't really like.
What blow up city, dude?
No, just like
Oh,
I don't.
the lifestyle, dude. Okay, so here, give me so have you started working like working yet, or like is there are you just in the school still, or have you like
Yeah, I'm just in the schools, like
okay?
student shit. Yeah.
So are they gonna so when you're done with all that school and stuff, like are they gonna like give you a job already, or like do you have to find a job for yourself?
No, yeah, I gotta find it myself, but
Okay.
like they have people that like at the school that help you find, because they know all like a bunch of companies and shit that hire, and every like Friday there's always like a different company that comes in and talks to us and
Oh, okay. Fuck.
tells us some bullshit. Some of them bring like pizza though and like donuts, so it's like
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool.
That's tight.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd settle out for pizza, dude. I don't give a
That's
fuck.
that's like the first test for me. If you don't bring us anything, like, come on.
Yeah, then don't even bother. Don't come by.
But yeah,
That sounds
But,
good, man. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing great. Vince, how you doing, brother, man? How's the situation with everything? I remember the last time we were talking about you get what the hell is that? Cat's going crazy. But getting another job or not another job, but trying to get a promotion at your job and everything. Well, how's everything going, man?
Well, I had the interview today, so
Oh
we'll see.
shit! Really? That's fucking badass.
Everything's out of my hands now. I did everything I could, and now I just
Okay.
gotta wait.
That's cool.
So,
All right. So hopefully, how do you feel about it, man? How do you feel? Pretty
it's
good.
not too bad. I'm glad it's over with. I can tell you that shit for sure. You know,
Yeah.
I'm glad I prepared. I'm glad I took all those like fake interviews. You know, fake taxi.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
That's
glad I did all that because everything that I learned there was like super helpful. So we'll see what happens. You know, you never really know like how well you did or anything like that. So I'll hear hopefully soon.
that's good to hear, man. But do you feel pretty confident about it?
There's a few things that were like pretty good signs. Like they say they want to fill the position like immediately and things
Okay.
like that. So it makes me feel like they just want to get this shit going because we've been short staffed for way too long. So does that lend itself to me getting a good chance? I don't know. I think so. But like I said, we'll see. I felt good about interviews before, and it just hasn't worked out. So we'll see.
Was there like anyone else that was going for that job, or was it just you?
There was 4 jerk-offs that were there that went for it, and allegedly 20 people total applied.
Holy
so.
shit. Okay. Well, fuck. Well, good luck with that, man. I really I don't know how to.
What about this? What about this Frankenstein setup, dude? This is what it's like, Will? This is how you live your life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
All right, awesome. That sounds good, man. Well, it sounds like everyone is at least doing decent or all right. You know, like
There
like,
it
that's
is,
good
dude.
to hear. The job position competition is too real. Yeah, it happens, man. Okay, so if you guys don't know how this happened, or the situation with the podcast, I mean, it's very random, but yeah, usually we try to start with some FGC news, which some stuff did happen. I know a lot of stuff in the FGC world did happen.
Yeah. Not a lot to talk.
Not a whole lot to talk about. Will has a bedtime, and and then we talk about the local news, and then we have this awesome question segment and all that shit, and then we just we jerk each other off, talk about our scene, and then we just call people bitches and all that shit. But with that said, I don't know where to start. Will,
Yeah.
do you know anything we should talk about that you want to talk about?
I don't know. The Dragon Ball finals?
The Dragon Ball. Oh, okay. So, I didn't. Did you watch that? You said, or you didn't watch that?
Yeah. No, I did.
Okay, awesome. So, I didn't know that was going on until who am I hearing myself from? Which one of you guys?
You?
Really, me? Okay. But anyway, so the finals were going on. It was in France or Paris, right? And I believe that's in located in France. But what happened?
Yes. No, we.
We you got it. So like I said, I didn't know that was going on, unfortunately. And then I found out like the day of, and then and I just found out because just the Twitter was blowing up about it, and the funny Tachikawa video, but I did get to watch it, the day the next day and stuff. And I mean, it was I don't know, man. Dragon Ball is like was that game to me that was like really. I was really looking forward to it. I know for damn sure that I wasn't gonna probably play it, but since it was like a Dragon Ball Z like game, I was like really excited to watch it. But then I mean, it's just one of those games that I feel, this is just for me though. I mean, if you play it, you play it. Like I said, I do enjoy watching it, but it just like, how do I explain it? Like,
Use your words.
It's just like really boring, kind of. Only because like it was just, I feel like there was no like everything was the same. There wasn't really nothing new. And I think maybe it was just because of the characters, or maybe I don't know if like other people feel about that. But I mean, it's, to me, it's a cool game because of Dragon Ball, and then like all the characters are cool. But I mean, it looks like at least for my like point of view, excuse me, it was just like the same thing over and over again. And then it was just crazy that I think the biggest shock for me was, man, Sonic Fox didn't even get top 8, and from what it looks like, he got like just blown up in like the pools.
Yeah, he got fucked up pretty bad.
Yeah. And then but it was cool that like his training partner, the Kill Stage was the one that got, like, I think he was the highest placing USA player there. Then Apology Man under that, and then Super Noon. And then I think Goichi won, which is like, I mean, fuck, man, like that guy's like,
yeah, he definitely won. He definitely won.
And then I mean, they announced season 3 with the homie Ultra Instinct Goku. You can have 2 Goku teams with 3 different like Gokus, like not, it's, I don't know, that's crazy. And then the other chick, what's is it Klefka? Is that her name, or did I say that wrong? I feel
Yeah,
right.
Kefka from Final
Kefka
Fantasy
from
VII.
Final 7, right? Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's
Good
how
old
much I
Kefka.
really don't like
Can't wait.
really care. But yeah. Besides that, thank you guys. But no, I mean, you know, I was like rewatching it. I know they're showing like some of the David's tournament. He was showing some of the matches on the thing. But I mean, like I said, like all the characters that I like, they're not like playable and stuff. But at least you know it looks cool. People like it still. I mean, Fighting Tuesday, there's still people playing it. But then I mean, they're also like talking about how at least over there, because you know how those guys, I mean, I think they besides us, I mean, I believe like those guys keep it real too. But then you know, it's a talk of like fucking like you know, is it too late for this? Like, is it too late for the game? Like, did this game like season 3? Like, is it too late for it? Like, should they be working
I
on
don't know.
another game?
Is a gigantic balance patch too late for that game? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when the gigantic balance
Yeah,
patch.
but I mean,
So
the people like still playing it. I mean, it's fucking the people that are playing it, right? Like they're the ones that've been there since day one. They're the ones showing the crazy results. You know, I mean, I don't think they're complaining. They're like just playing the game and stuff. But you know, like I said, it's cool that that was going on. But I feel like the one last year, was it? Has it already been a year since the last one, or was this one that came a little sooner? Because I feel like it doesn't even feel like it's been a year yet. You know, or like you know what I mean? Like since the
their whole deal was they want to balance once a year, so that does the timing kind of makes sense. So I'm pretty sure it
1
was
year.
1 year ago.
Okay, Mike said one. Okay, yeah, but it just doesn't feel like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like maybe because the last one was in LA, so it was like closer to us, and like a lot more people we know went. Or this one was like in you know somewhere where obviously we're all not gonna fucking hop on
Parts
our
of
like jet
yes.
plane. Yeah, exactly. But besides
been.
that, I mean, Will, you watched it, and like your thoughts, like well, in the end for me, like I wish, like I hope the game still goes on. I hope they still have the tour. I mean, season 3 was announced. They have 3 new characters. So if you like, if the people that play it, man, I hope you just keep doing it, and I hope the game. I know they added like I think new mechanics, and they're like you said, it's like a big patch, so which is cool. So I mean, I guess people are interested, but Will, your thoughts on the whole thing?
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good tournament. It was pretty cool, like production wise.
Yeah,
Like as far as the matches, I think some of them were pretty interesting, but I think a lot of them were like people just getting fucked up, which is cool, I guess. But like I don't really know what's happening when I watch Dragon Ball. I just know that someone's winning and losing, I guess. But
yeah,
I think overall, like kind of the storylines were kind of cool though, with like Goichi, you know, wanting to win really bad because he didn't win the last one, and um, fucking Apology Man doing well and shit like that was pretty cool. And then Sonic Fox not making top 8 was also interesting.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was I thought it was pretty good, but yeah.
All right, all right. Vince, did you get to watch any of it, or kept like up to date with it on Twitter, or did you see anything that you noticed maybe, or anything that you like, or anything?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, and Tachikawa's run was pretty cool too because he was an LCQ guy,
Yeah, I mean,
LCQ winner, and then he went really far in the tournament.
Vince, are you there? Will, you can still hear me, right? Will, Will, are you there?
Hello,
Okay, Will.
is Cody there?
Can you hear? Hello, Will? Will, can you hear me? Will, hello.
Is anyone there?
Oh no! Will, can you hear me?
Can I?
Yeah, god damn it, dude. But can Vince hear us, dude?
I think he's in the loading screen right now.
Oh man, hell yeah, dude. You know, if someone told Cody I can't hear him, oh man, he already sold out his promotion. Yeah. Oh man, this is sick. All right, anyway, what else is there to talk about, man? You know, before.
Hello.
Hello, Will, Vince, are you there?
Is this thing on?
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody hear me right now?
oh no, what's happening?
Are we still alive?
Yeah, you can hear me, right? Or are we just are we in this like vortex of saying hello right now?
Hello.
Is it in Discord? Or Hello.
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 Okay.
All right.
Blink twice if you can hear me.
We can all hear each other, right? Hello.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Before this gets too out of control, Vince, did you get to watch any of the Dragon Ball tournament? And if you did, or if you didn't, like, did you see anything on Twitter or whatever social media, or is there anything that you saw that you liked or anything, or did you just kind of not like pay attention to watch it?
I got to watch a decent amount of it. It was a tournament that happened.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about that I do about all versus games. Usually, I don't give a shit. So it was something. They handled it well. Red Bull always does good events. So I don't know what else to say about it.
Okay. All right. No, that's perfectly fine. Got it. All right.
I hope season 3 is the change that people were looking for. Also,
Okay.
Yeah, didn't they add some shit like?
there's some mechanic that no one knows
assist?
what the fuck it does yet, but apparently it's better if you're getting your ass kicked.
Is that the
But
Z?
nobody knows what it does.
Is that like the Z assist thing, or whatever that they're talking about? Like if it's like 1 versus 2, it's like better odds. I don't know. It's something.
Well, that's not the Z assist thing, but that is the thing that you're describing. Yes, the Z assist thing is 3 different assists for everybody. So
Oh, that's cool. That's actually
yeah, it's
really
kind
cool.
of one of the big features of it. I don't know if you've looked at any of the changes, but probably not. But that's one of them. No fuzzies is another one, allegedly,
Ooh,
of course.
interesting.
Oh,
So the thinking behind that is we can make people not choose based on the assist. But I
Mhm.
mean, whether or not that plays out how they want is another story altogether.
All right. Well, in the end, I hope everyone that plays that game at SD, continues playing it, and
Yeah, Afro's gonna be
In-
there tomorrow, but not really because there's no TTF anymore. So there you go.
rest in peace, TTF, man. But
I
yeah.
wish I could.
Z assists. Oh, that's good. Okay, so fuck it, let's get to it. Fucking Grand Blue came out overseas. It doesn't come out until I believe sometime next month for us in the States. But I mean that didn't stop a lot of a lot of players in San Diego or just in the States from buying that game. Which is fucking awesome. I'm just really happy to see. I really want to play that game, but I really don't want to go through. With me, I can always wait. But it's just really cool that everyone seems really interested in that game. I mean, at Nowhere Gaming, they had that 24-man tournament for that game when they first came out. Yesterday at Wednesday Night Fights, they had fucking 60 plus people. But
Allegedly, it was 80, but
80 plus people. But I feel like with every new fighting game anywhere,
That always
it's always gonna happen. It just feels like I hope this game does really well because I think it's a really cool game, even though I haven't even played it yet. But I've been watching a lot of videos and watching people play it.
watch a lot of DVDs.
And then it feels like that. I've from what I heard from some people is that they're already fixing stuff in the game that I heard there was some pretty OP stuff.
It's pretty awful. Yes. So.
So the game's bad.
The way that the proximity OS works and the way that the block
Okay.
button works are gigantic detriments to the game. So if they didn't get changed, the game is basically not playable.
So there's a block button in that game.
There is a block button in that game, and the block button lets you proximity OS everything. So if they do a move, your super comes out. If they don't do anything, you
Ooh.
block. If you jump and land and hit block, you can jump again and instant overhead pretty much everybody in the cast because it stops the recovery of everything. The block button is really bad, and there's always weird proximity OSs in Arc Sys games when they first come out, and typically they fix them real quick.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
at least they addressed it and are going to fix it because it's really, really bad for the game.
Yeah,
and yes,
sounds-
they did the same thing for Guilty Gear, and they fixed it in a reasonable amount of time, but not as fast as they're going to fix this shit, hopefully.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. All right.
It's very crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I think Toki or someone linked something. But besides that, it looks like everyone was enjoying it. But I don't know if that was the case of this thing. But it seems like everyone's happy about the game. I mean, hopefully that works out. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. Vince, it's so with Grand Blue, is this something? Cause I know you can't get it because I know did you get it? Because
I did get it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I totally forgot that you can download games on your thing, but it's just the disc that you can't because of fucking.
Yes,
thing.
correct.
I mean, at least for us three, unless Will, did you play it yet or no?
Nope.
Okay. So Vince is besides I guess the whole OS thing and everything, are you enjoying the game? Is this a game that you're gonna keep playing? Is like do you see yourself grinding in this game?
It depends on how many people still play it, but it's one of those games where it feels like you really have to play it because there's not a lot of stuff that you can really lab. Like you just kind of have to play people.
Yeah.
So it's one of those games, and those games are typically a little better, I think. Like I played Sam Show today for a really long time, and it was like I never stopped playing it, which was pretty cool.
Were you playing Sam Show at Game on Grand?
Yes.
Damn, someone brought it? That's badass, dude.
Yeah, somebody bought it. It's only $7 at GameStop, so a lot of people bought it.
Jesus Christ. It's only $7?
$7. $7.
That's insane. And there's like a whole nother season coming up for that game.
Yeah.
12 years old.
And it was $7.
Yes.
So a couple people picked it up, so I played Sam Show for a really long time.
$7 used. Well, I mean, that's cheap as fuck, man. I mean, it's like, wasn't like Soul Calibur like fucking couple like in the single digits for a little bit just recently too, or was it like $10 or something?
It was like 12 or 20, something like that.
Fuck, dude. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I almost bought it. I should have, but I bitched out. So
That's
there you
just,
go.
it's so crazy, man. Like these games, video games are funny. Like just like the marketing and everything is pretty funny. Damn, season 2 starts this month. That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad that. I mean, that game is really fun to watch. I like that game. But I mean, it's just wow, it's insane. I mean, like when Tekken 7 was like hella cheap too, man, and they're like selling like the fucking the seasons really cheap when like season 3 came out.
It's been $20 like multiple times, which is cool.
I always feel like that's just like a sign for people to start playing any game if it's that cheap, you know? Like holy shit.
Why not?
Yeah. But unfortunately, Grand Blue is a full price game, correct? Right at the moment.
It's very full priced.
Yeah,
yes.
and then there are, correct me if I'm wrong, is there 4 DLC characters coming out, or am I smoked out?
I think there's more, but I can't tell you either.
Okay, but for sure I know the homie Chaos Bringer is one, because for some reason that name really comes out to me.
And he's really cool. Yeah.
So do you know anything about these DLC characters? Are they free? Are you going to have to buy them?
There's no way you're not going to have to buy them, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
The only thing I know is the shit that I have on the console.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So, and then for the people who do not want to go through the struggle, or just don't want to deal with,
it'll probably be in a playable state by next month anyway. So you might as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the game is coming out like early March, right, or something like that. Like
it's gonna be coming out on the 3rd. Yes. Yeah,
that's awesome. I already reserved my copy, so I mean, I'm excited. Hopefully, I mean, like every fighting game I'm excited for, but is it gonna be really like in the end? It's not just am I gonna be a lazy asshole? Is it gonna actually be a game that it's gonna like keep me interested and play? So
depending on how the Daredevil events are, you'll have a place to play it. At least
no, there's gonna be a place to play most definitely at Nowhere Gaming and Gaming on Grand. There is no like fucking there's no I'm not doubting that one bit, man. Like that's what I'm talking about later about these events. And like, there's like, if you want to play these games, this is where you're gonna play, regardless or not. But I would like that game to, like any fighting game, I would like it to do good at the house or anywhere, just anywhere. If not at the house, just somewhere, man. Like, and I'm not talking about like 3-4 man tournaments. I mean, just like wow, this is like an awesome, this game, like this game has an awesome scene here. But I mean, it's. Believe me when I say, I am the one to preach, like, it doesn't matter how many people are at your local to play. But sometimes it's like, man, like, I wish there were, like, more people for certain games. But, because I know there's people, man, like I said, we'll go over this later. Like, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about, locals and everything. Just like the tournament schedule is very wacky at the moment. And I don't know what's going on with certain people and all that shit. But, I mean, I want, as one of the older TOs, like I really would like something good to happen and something for people to figure out, because it's like kind of hurting the scene, and it's not, because I mean I finally I know I'm like late to the party, but Discord is pretty awesome. So it's funny that like I never I don't really keep up to it, but when I scroll into like conversations that like people post, it's like wow, this is like really awesome. Like these people are really like paying attention to certain things, you know what I mean? And it's just like reading like Kevin is fucking the homie Hoku, like man, he's like, that guy's pretty, like when he like hit, like I talk to him a lot now about like events and shit, and I was like, dude, this kid's like really smart.
Yes.
At least for like and stuff. And then so it's just funny that like some people should, I don't get it. Sometimes I don't get it, where if Kevin can do it because he's pretty young and he's like really new, but he gets it. But then he does, John, he has John and True, he has a team that are also pretty smart. I mean, John is, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, he has a good team behind his back. And then, but it's like some of these people, it's like they're like chickens with their heads cut off. Like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, come on, dude. If these guys can fucking do it, you guys can do it, you know?
If
but,
you could have ever used the forum, you can use this. It's not fucking hard. Just use it, you know?
But then I'm not like trying
You're
to.
some kind of robot that's not programmed with logic. I guess it might be difficult, but I mean, if you're a human, you'll be okay.
But you know what? I'm not like talking shit. It's just that there has to be like, and then, especially when.
This is a resource you should know how to use in this day and age because it's super fucking helpful and it's the best way to get the word out sometimes, which is weird to think of, but this shit is super helpful. So
yeah,
you should know.
But I mean, and then there's people that are like, to me, they're people. I'm like,
Use your words.
There's people that are gonna help. You know, it's like use your words. Yeah, exactly. I was talking about how, like, you know, back in the day when I was like all about the numbers, I was like, oh, my main goal is just to have like more people than this venue, blah blah blah. Now it's just like, fuck, I don't even care. I just hope there's people to play, and you know, I just want people to play and, you know, just hear the good word about other events all over the SD and all that shit. And then
yeah, the definition of success has changed a little bit, but it's still something. So
but I mean, like, it's just, I know some. I mean, there's some venues that I believe there's a lot of venues in San Diego. It's crazy. But
yeah,
I mean, like I said, I just want to, like, in the end, when we'll talk about like the locals. I mean, but there are certain venues that if you want to play this game, this is where you have to go to if you want to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna tell you that, yeah, man, if you want to play Eunice Monday night at Davis tournament, you know, it's probably the best place. I mean, it's cool that I love how people are playing there, and I only hope that people keep going there and playing because, you know, even though they get like only 4 or 5 people, it's consistent. But I mean, if you really want to get into that game, Nowhere Gaming has like 18 fuckers playing that game, and like, I mean, they just had this little, like, I know it's I've been seeing the post a lot too, but like, you know, Kevin and all of them are like, yeah, this is the game that brought our like community together. Like, we were dying, but this game came, and I was like, that's fucking badass. So, like I said, there are certain places in San Diego that, I mean, I wish that I can go to every single tournament. Fuck, man, you know what I mean? But it's just like, there's a reason why I go to Nowhere Gaming's on Thursday. You know what I mean? And then like, it's just, you know, but yeah, Grand Blue's coming out. I'm super excited. Will, I know, is Grand Blue something that you are interested in, that you might dabble in, or I mean, is it just like,
is it on only PS4?
I don't think it's correct. Steam, right? Yeah. Is there a future for it to be on PC, or yeah? So no one knows, right? Yeah. No. Okay. It seems like.
Yeah, as it stands now, I can't really play it.
Yeah, but it seems like a lot of people want to play it, but their question is always that, is it on Steam or is it on PC yet? And I'm like, oh, it's not yet, man. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of cool. I don't know, but
it's pretty funny. I can tell you that shit right now. It is a pretty funny game.
As long as they fix whatever's broken with it, I think, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a brand new game. It seems like it's really popular in certain areas. I mean, it looks like it's popular everywhere. So hopefully, I mean, it's what company is doing it? It's the same people. It's
Cygames.
Cygames. Okay, so are they working on any other games? I'm sorry that I'm kind of they're not the Guilty Gear guys, right? No, that's like something else. Right? That's some Arxis.
That's Arxis. Arxis and Cygames made this game together. So
okay. So what I wanted to say was that I just followed. Thank you for the follow, brother. It was probably me. But anyway, no. So it's like, okay, so they're working on this. They're working on this game, and they're also working on Guilty Gear Strive. And it's like, okay, are they like gonna shuffle 2 games now? And it's like, I don't know. It's always like they should focus on 1 game or something. But I'm pretty sure that there might be 2 different teams doing it. But
there are,
like, yeah, hopefully, good. But I just want games to do good. That's all I gotta say, man. But yeah. So Grand Blue, I hope it does well. For sure, I will have a setup for that game when it comes out in March. Fuck it, who knows? I might get a setup tomorrow for Saturday. But at the moment, I know Toki is really interested. I know he said that he's gonna bring a setup, and then I know some people are saying that they're willing to bring setups. But I'm probably not gonna have tournaments for the game at the house until the game actually comes out in the States.
Makes sense.
But for sure, I'm pretty sure the North County boys will be having tournaments for that game, and keep a lookout for that too, because I am really enjoying that game. and at the moment that game has a lot of people, but it also looks like I don't know, it's like you're gonna weed out the people that are gonna play it, you know what I mean, like every fighting game, because you're gonna get the people that are gonna get really into it and then start fucking up all these other people, and they're gonna kind of get discouraged, or they're gonna give up on it, or it's just not their thing. But as a TO, I hope every game does well anywhere in any game. But yeah, looking forward to it. And we'll see. Anything else on Grand Blue, guys? Sorry, I'm talking on the line here. But so Vince, who are you using actually? Are you I want to ask people like what characters, even Will, you know, even though you don't know, I don't know if you know any of the characters, but that seems interesting. Vince, who are you messing with right now?
Lowain.
Lowain, hell yeah, he's so cool, man. Like
he is really, really cool.
This is the game where, I mean, people are already making their fucking dumbass tier list and everything, and it's one of those things like Lil Wayne, yeah,
Lil Wayne, and Chingy and Shakira.
He just looks really cool, man. I can't really think of it, and as a joke, like the homie Chaos Bringer, because that name is just so ridiculous. But Lil Wayne just looks so bad. Like he just looks funny. He's like goofy. He looks cool. His like fucking, I don't know. Is there like what's the it's two supers, right? It's the super, like the regular super, and like when you're about to die, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Is that one called anything special?
Skybound art and super skybound art.
So. Okay, so I'm guessing the super skybound art is when you're about to die, right?
Yes,
okay.
If I'm not totally smoked out, which I could be.
Those are really cool, man. Like I haven't seen a lot of them. I only seen
they're all pretty cool.
Lil Wayne's, the wrestler chick, and then I believe Gran is the one that has the dragon, right? That comes out. Yeah, that's really cool. They're all really cool, man. And all the character interactions are really funny and cool. The game looks really cool, man. It's a really beautiful game, I think, and I just hope it does well. And I mean, I hope they do a good job, you know, fixing it and listening to the people, and stuff. Anyway, Will, have you seen any of the characters? And if you like,
I've only seen that the
little girl, the Charlotte, right?
Charlotta,
yeah. I watched Choki's stream.
Oh yeah,
he was playing that.
Yeah.
So well, I guess I've seen Lancelot, like back in the beta. I saw him. And...
Which one is Lancelot?
He's the guy with the teleports in the ice.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. He's
pretty cool.
There's a character that I saw that looked, you know, I don't know his name, sadly, but hopefully he's the only character. Does he he had two swords? Is there only one character that has two swords?
That's Lancelot.
Is it really? That guy looked really cool. That
guy's pretty cool.
He kind of reminded me of like Leo a little bit, like Leo from Guilty Gear. But I mean, he just looked really cool. So I mean, if there was another character I would want to learn, would be him. But first of all, I need to play the game. But yeah, that's cool. Lancelot. All right, hell yeah. But yeah, that short little girl looks like a beast too, man. Like it looks like a lot of, you know, it's the beginning of the game. I remember at David's tournament, Joseph got third in Grand Blue.
That's pretty tight.
But then he was asking Toki, or he was asking like, how do you punish that DP, blah blah, and it's no, and then it's like we don't know, like no one knows, and I feel like it's because it's like it's just the beginning of the game, and I told him like, dude, these are the new games, people are gonna abuse shit, and no one's honestly gonna know what the hell you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you better figure some shit out, man.
Yeah, so you just have to do like a bootleg punish, but you know, and then for sure in the end, you know, there's gonna be some crazy punish. But I mean, it's like that Charlotte, the little girl was doing like that funny whatever that her like jumping move is, and everyone's like it's broken. But then the homie like one of the Japanese players just hella punished that with the wrestler chick, and it was like, damn, it was like half health, dude, and like
yeah, I mean,
that guy really never did again. Yeah,
about that shit, you can jump up and you can block in the air and then punish it when it's coming down.
Okay, yeah.
Like there's all kinds of things you could do. You just, how the fuck would you think to do that? Oh
yeah, of course, yeah.
How would you know?
Unless
you tried it.
And I just told him like it's just something you have to lab, dude. Like you just have to lab in the game. Like when you go home, man, you just monster.
The good part about it is the counter hit, anti-air combos do like a shitload of damage.
Dude,
so like,
it really did so much. Yeah, it was so cool, man. It was crazy. And then another cool thing I think was that someone made a video comparing that character, the little one, to a Honda. It was pretty. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, you know, the hand slaps, the headbutts, and like the
slashes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I said, that game looks really cool. I'm interested in it. And I just hope it does well, and I hope everyone enjoys it and just plays whatever you can play.
It's pretty funny, I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, awesome. So Grand Blue, Dragon Ball. Let's just go into Street Fighter. I know, you know, I enjoy Street Fighter, so it seems like it seems like a lot of people are enjoying that game again, which is a good thing. I know for some people that shit burned its bridges long ago. But Seth is coming out tomorrow, I believe. If not tomorrow, sometime this weekend.
That's cool.
there's a lot of cool things with that. Like, I'm a lot of people are like showing Tekken shit with him. He looks like a really, or she, I don't know. People are using the nostalgia costume, so we'll just go for Seth. I'm just gonna say Seth. Seth is looking like a really cool kid.
Who the fuck's Seth?
I'm gonna have people. Excuse me, this podcast is. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, who the fuck is Seth?
Seth is going. Sin is gonna call like our boss's pronouns. It's ma'am.
It's ham. It was always ham.
Oh man, I thought Seth was out too because everyone's just fucking like he's probably coming out like midnight or something. But he looks really cool, and unfortunately, like even with me, I enjoyed that game, but the damage is already done. It's so funny that game came out like. What was that? Is that on your side, Will? What the hell is that?
On the outside, yeah.
Oh god. No, but I mean, like, I feel like now it's just like they need a new. They're probably gonna make it. They're working on a new game. I don't know what they're doing, but I mean, it took a very long time, and it seems like people are kind of at the state where they're saying this game is all right. Ono made the post about they're finally fixing the netcode. Jesus Christ,
I'll believe that.
Yeah, when it happens, right? Yeah, man. But in the end, it seems like people are enjoying the game again a little bit, and then it's one of those where it's like then they get blown up. And I fucking hate this game, blah blah blah. But at least for me, I'm enjoying that game a lot more than Tekken. But also, we can talk about Tekken where the new patch came out, which were all Leroy, patches, and then there were some hidden patch stuff that people found, so there might be some other stuff.
Always, though?
Yeah, there's always, but some of them were pretty important, and they didn't mention them, so it's like crazy. Like one of Leroy's moves usually wall splats, but now it doesn't. But that was nowhere to be seen.
That's a pretty big change.
That's a really big change. But but back to Street Fighter actually. But so yeah, Seth is coming out. I mean, Evo is, when you think about it, that shit's like around the corner, like 6 months or so. I mean, or not 6 months. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm like
6 to 9 months.
It's still like dude. When you think about it, that's still pretty close, man. I mean, they're already like taking silence for that shit, man. That's all I gotta say, man.
Yeah, man.
Because before you know it, that's just gonna be here, and then you're just
all the games are announced. Some of them are funnier than others.
Yeah, you're just at the M. Oh, damn it! I forgot to look for who was the closest when we did the announcements. Dude, did we all say MK11?
I feel like I did, but I also said some pretty outlandish shit. So
yeah, that's so insane, dude. We'll talk about that. We can talk. That's a whole thing we can talk. Oh man, NRS games, right? Am I right? But Will, have you been? Jesus Christ. Well, have you been keeping up with Street Fighter or anything, or like watching? I know Twitter. Twitter's, you know what? God bless Twitter for like
for a lot of things.
If we're like if you want to keep up with the game but you can't. I mean, Twitter is always there. Social media. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. But have you been keeping up with anything, Will, or anything? Are you still playing once in a while in your free time or no?
I haven't played it in a while. I haven't really been keeping up with it. I just know like. I do hear that people kind of feel like it's the most balanced it's been, and there's like a good spread between like the top and bottom and mid.
That's interesting. That's cool.
I haven't
been playing it. There hasn't been any tournaments really either. So
how far are you away from Wednesday night fights?
Dude, I'm not that far. Well, actually, I didn't even know Richard was going yesterday. I would have.
Classic Richard.
Yeah, I would have went.
This man is too good at communicating.
I mean, I would have definitely went, but it's all good.
Yeah, you didn't get the hot invite.
A little tear going down Will's.
Yeah, don't want to pull the picture back up.
Well, I mean, I would feel like too, like you're kind of focused on getting all this work shit done too, right? I mean, like
you could have drove the crane to Wednesday night fights. That would have been
knock that shit down.
When's my match? Bye.
But like at the same time, I kind of feel like I'm at a point where it's like pretty confident with like passing what I need to do.
Yeah. Okay. So you had kind of like some free time. Out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
But
that's good.
It's all good. But yeah, people I think feel that it's like pretty balanced, especially with like how Tekken was with like Leroy and all that. So it kind of made like Street Fighter 5 seem a little bit better in terms of like balance and stuff. Because you see like a lot more variety and at least at it.
It's always a good thing, yeah.
So I think that kind of helped with the game, but yeah, I haven't been really seeing what's popping right now. But
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are saying that, like, man, this game is kind of wacky now. That it's like fun and it's blah blah blah. I know,
Yeah,
like Legati seems interested in the game again, which is pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, any fighting. I'm glad people are playing again. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I've been playing a lot. Sad. Actually, no, I haven't been playing a lot. I mean,
have you, dude? Like
the only time I really more than Tekken 7, but the last time I like how you can see the cat like on the broken camera.
He goes in the shop.
No, but you know, to be fair, the only time I really play fighting games is at Nowhere Gaming and at Davis events. But I mean, and I usually don't play casuals, but actually last Monday I sat down and played casuals with some of the people, like the newer players, trying to be a human and talk. Hey, you're new here, you know, where do you play? Blah blah blah, and all this stuff. But sometimes that can be really funny and like, oh god, what did I just do? Man, dude,
new players are pretty funny, man.
Yeah,
That's all.
and some of those new players' mentalities are insane. Like, oh my
it's
god, what the fuck, man? It's like, I don't want to pay $10 to just go 2 and out, and I'm like, you probably shouldn't be playing again. Like, if you're thinking like that, bro.
Yeah, player don't, man.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, Street Fighter 5. Hopefully, you know, with Street Fighter 5, I really had to say that I'm just glad that we have been consistently having tournaments at the house and excuse me, and just anywhere too. I mean, for like every TTF we had at least more than 10 people, which to me is an awesome goal. And then even at Davis to get like 4 to 5, 6, 8 people, you know what I mean? So it's just awesome. I mean, and then if you are a Street Fighter 5 player in San Diego, I mean, there are literally only 2 places to go to play that game. But I mean, there's always setups, right? Like, but yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to say that we've been consistently having Street Fighter 5 tournaments here in San Diego. And if you do play Street Fighter 5 or you know people that, you know, they want to play and get good, or they just had to find a place to play, just tell them that, you know, TTF and excuse me, and Davis tournament on Mondays. So Street Fighter 5, what else is going on? Tekken 7, or anything. Vince, have you been keeping up? I know that's like it's like a joke, right? Being a dead horse, but have you been keeping up with any Street Fighter 5 news, or are you just like whatever?
No, I have not. I'll answer that in a serious manner. No, I have not.
Yeah,
not
okay. Yeah, okay. No. Okay, so anyway, Tekken 7, Tekken 7, the patch that everyone wanted has finally came out. From what I see so far, when that first patch, and I quote, the first patch in parenthesis mark came out, everyone was mad, everyone was furious, everyone was like blah, 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 blah. And then like any smart player, I would think, would know that this was just like the beginning of something and not like the real full thing. But everyone just jumped the gun because I think everyone wanted an answer right away from Lord Harada and Michael Murray. But they told everyone that, hey man, this is like
this is just part one. This is
just part one. Like, you know, hold your tits and everything. But I mean, now part 2 came out, and there might be a part 3. That's all I'm gonna say, because you know, the new character isn't even out yet. But I mean, the changes are looking pretty good. Everyone seems civilized on Twitter about it. Everyone's kind of saying like, oh, he seems like a real character. Like, you know, they took away a lot of his moves. Not take away, but you know, they took away properties from a lot of his moves that it seems like he couldn't have. I feel like this version of Leroy is the version that was supposed to be, and to me, I feel like the version that we got was a rushed version, because everyone's like, we want this character out now, blah blah blah. I mean,
the real question is, when does the TWT start? I mean, maybe they'll do something else before then.
I for sure. I think when they release the new character, the homie Fukuram, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some more patch notes. You know what I mean? Because there's gonna be a whole new level, and they're supposed to be adding new moves, I believe. I don't know if that's real or not, but I'm pretty sure when he comes out, there will be another patch.
They've done it before, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. And plus, it's like the end of the season with that guy anyway, so he's like literally the end of season 3. So hopefully, maybe when the Tekken World Tour is announced, they announce another season, or they announce what's coming with the new Tekken, because I mean, Tekken 7 has been out for a very long time. I still do think it's probably one of the better or most successful fighting games out right now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just that, like, you know, the last couple of months have been that patchy, bumpy road It's funny how I feel like now people know how what Street Fighter players feel like, you know what I mean, or like,
forever.
right? Because everyone's complaining about just like how I felt. I felt it was I'm not gonna say I took it personal, Bert, but it was just like, man, like you guys, Namco takes great pride in their games, like. Everyone's kind of the mindset's like, oh, we're not like Capcom, blah blah blah. But in the end, it's like, damn, you kind of dropped the ball. But you never know. They're probably like, oh, it was a joke, blah blah blah, yeah. But I mean,
they'll find some way to spin it, no
but
biggie.
Then, but like in reality, right? He didn't affect the Tekken World Tour. I mean, it's like it's the off season, man. Like it's just like there's nothing like too crazy.
If you're gonna fuck up, why not fuck up now, dude?
And then all the fucking high horse top players are like, I'm taking a break because this game, blah blah blah, and it's like, dude, shut up, man. Like you don't play, you either play or you don't. No one gives a fuck about.
From experience, dude, no one gives a fuck, dude.
Yeah, like
no one cares.
When people tell me that, I'm just like, oh really? That's so interesting. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. And then they walk away like that fucking. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is that guy? Who was that guy? And then when the players that are not even like on that level are saying the same thing, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, oh, so you're going to the Tekken World Tour? No. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Good games, man. Yeah.
You the working back.
Oh man, dude, like that's insane. But yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna pop some drugs real quick. No, but it's fighting games are so funny, man. And then like it's been a while since we had some characters in the scene, and now they're like all showing up again, and it's just like
they sure are.
Hell yeah, dude! Like
they couldn't have come at a better time. That's all I can say.
But no, it's yeah. So Tekken, I'm always hoping for the best for Tekken. I mean, I love that game so much. Being an original Street Fighter V player, and then coming to the world of Tekken, blah blah. That happened again, by the way, Vince, at David's tournament. Some guys like,
did it really?
Yeah.
I wish I would have been there for that, man. Maybe next time.
It was like some new guy though. When man, that was funny. That was a fun tournament, even though. But yeah, he's like, "Oh, you play this game too?" I was like, "God damn it, dude! Here it is, man!" Like, yo. But no, that was a fun tournament. That was a funny tournament, man. I'm glad that I won both tournaments. That shit's so funny, man. That's something we'll save for topic for later too. Cause I was thinking too, man, with Street Fighter or any fighting game. When what is there anything else we could talk about? Let me see here. We'll talk about Evo because I want to talk about Evo. But Tekken, Street Fighter, Grand Blue, and Dragon Ball. I mean the Sam Show patch or things. I mean, man, I feel like we're talking. This is the most we ever talked about fighting games in a while, man.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of shit that happened.
What did you just say? Did you say it sucks, dude? It does, dude. No. It's like quick, like, you know what I mean? It's, pop quiz, hot shot, Will, what's your favorite cereal, dude?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. Ooh, I love Frosted Flakes, man. Hell yeah. I like the milk, like what it turns into that sugar.
Yeah.
What? Vince, what about you, man?
Off-brand Apple Jacks. Easy.
Off-brand Apple Jacks, nice. Hell yeah. Apple Jacks are really good.
Well. Okay. When I was a kid,
there it comes.
Lucky Charms, like Lucky Charms all day.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Were you the one that always picked the marshmallows out and your mom would just yell at you?
Yeah. And then I was like, oh man, it was bad. But then I think it was because like in high school they had like the little cereal, like
little pack, like the single servings. Yeah.
I would just get that, yeah. And then it kind of grew on me.
Cereal's awesome,
and then
man.
I was like, oh, this is like sugar. It's awesome. So
yeah.
I can finally eat cereal again because we have a fucking fridge now.
I was gonna ask you that. I'll say that for later. But no, it's just cereal. It's such an like when you're an adult, you can eat that shit whenever you want. But for some reason, when you're a child, your parents tell you you only think that you can only eat it as a breakfast food. You know what I mean?
But you can definitely eat it whenever
the fuck you want. When you're a grown up, you can buy as many boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch on sale and finish that shit in one fucking day, dude.
12 pounds of pizza, man.
Oh.
This could be you, kid.
Were you there? It was like that tournament with that kid playing fighting games. I was like, if your mom tells you can't eat like a whole thing of pizza rolls by yourself, tell your mom. And
I wish.
Someone was like, dude, don't listen to this guy. That shit was funny. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Cereal's tight though. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. God damn it, the zoom in.
There it is.
the cat cam, the real cat cam. So yeah, I feel like okay. So like I said, Street Fighter, Tekken. You know, I mean NRS, man. I mean I love. I guess we can segue to Evo now, man. Like I love Mortal Kombat. That's all I gotta say. And then I'm kind of butthurt that it's not like a main game, but I'm also a true believer of if your game is not part of the main roster, what are you gonna do about it to make your game heard at Evo?
Yep.
And believe it or not, I mean, look, you know, the homie Rick the Hado, he said that he is gonna do something. I mean, Combo Breaker is like MK City, so I'm glad that he is gonna do something, because you act like that there's not gonna be people gonna play the game there, or any fighting game, you know what I mean? Like if your game, I mean, okay, so this is why I want this podcast, because of the rant that, because a lot of the new players is like, what do you think about this game not being blah blah, and I'm just like, you know what,
what does that matter?
If a game being there matters to you that much, then what the fuck, you know, like it shouldn't mean shit, man, because it's just like, you know, back in the day that didn't even matter. You're just happy that there were tournaments somewhere, you know what I mean? It didn't matter. Like don't let Evo or any game make like decide if your game is important or not, you know what I mean? Like who gives a fuck if your game is like top 8 or 9 at Evo? Like who gives a fuck?
Who gives a shit? It doesn't matter.
A flying fuck, dude. Who cares?
Is the game fun? Can I find somebody to play? That is all that matters.
I mean, look at Yatagarasu. That was part of the hypest tournament at Evo, and that shit was a single limb tournament, like in the corner. You know what I mean? And then we were finding people. I remember me and Vince were walking, looking for it, and we found some idiots playing that shit like in the corner. Hey man, follow us, man. There's supposed to be a Yata tournament. Let's go. The same with like Evo 07, 08, whatever, when me and Legate and Crockett were playing Big Bang Beat, and we found that scene. That show was sick as fuck too, man. I mean,
fighting all the side tournaments those first years I went to at Evo was like probably the best thing about those Evos, and I'm glad that is a thing that's coming back now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
the years that shit wasn't there was fucking depressing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit sucked.
I mean,
because it really felt like if your game wasn't there, it didn't matter. That was fucking awful, dude. Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't feel that way, but that's just the way it looked.
Yeah.
So I am so glad there's a bigger focus on side tournaments, because that's what this shit is supposed to be about. So
yeah, like I said, just don't let don't let these tournaments, like, you know, decide that if your game is good or not. I mean, like, if
all I want to say is that Eunice didn't make it. It was even Unial at that point. Under Night didn't make it into Evo for like many years, and now it's been there twice in a row, and because the community kept showing up.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched that documentary about Eunice, Unial, all that shit, you should watch it. It's really good.
That just recently came out too, right?
It came out yesterday.
So I'm seeing that a lot right now too on Twitter, which is really cool.
You should watch it. It's very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's the thing about fighting games, right? Fighting games brings people together. Like I said, it's just, I can care less if it's cool if it's one of the main games, right? Like
it is. It's very cool, but it's not the be all end all. It never is.
But it's not the end of the world. I mean, it might be a kick in the face, like what the fuck. But I mean, do something better, like, or not do. If your game needs
Evo to survive, then then your game is trash. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
If your game absolutely needs Evo to survive, I don't know, man.
And can we talk about how shitty and sad and bland the Evo reveal, like the lineup was?
That shit
that had to be a fucking it was recorded, right? It was so sad, man. Okay, Will, what?
No, I saw your I don't know, tweet or whatever, and then I put it on. I was like, man, this is weird. It does look like pre-recorded.
It was just like they were held gunpoint. Like it was just like fucking Mr. Wizard. I'm sorry. I thought so. The grimace.
See you later.
No, it just he comes in here. Are you guys talking about me? I'm banning.
There's
just pictures of me like blown up on the Evo doors. Don't let this guy in. It's like the worst picture ever, dude. Just no, but it's just like, it seems like he didn't care. Like it was just like, just give me the money, blah blah blah. And then like Mike Ross was like,
why am I here?
Asking questions, and then it's like, wait, is he serious? Like, and then it didn't even sound like Mr. Wizard knew what he was talking about, because when he was like saying news for certain games, he was talking about other games. He was like, yeah, I mean, I like Tekken 7. It was fun watching Ryu fight. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like it was just, it seemed so bad. It was so, and it was like, not, it was just short and, it was just like Nothing funny, nothing like interesting. Like the last couple, they had like guests like, oh, and then we were having Guilty Gear at this year, and oh, look who's here, fucking like Majin Obama and Gina. Let's talk about, you know what I mean? Like, or we have like fucking, we're having Smash Ultimate. Here's fucking MK. You know what I mean? Like this year was like, no, there's no Markman. You know, shouts to the SC homie, like wearing the hats and like, oh, you get it now. But this one was like, Mike, can you come here and blow? I was like, I really feel like
that shit sucked.
Yeah, I wish I could just end it right there.
That's pretty cool.
I just
That shit was trash.
I really just feel like that they do know what the fuck they're doing, and then they're like, people are gonna talk shit about us anyway. So hey, if we get Mike Ross with us, they're not gonna like give us that much shit. You know what I mean? And Mike was like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, how much are you paying me?"
So weird. Mike Ross was there.
Yeah, like I mean, I know he's been playing like fighting games again a lot, but it's just like, why?
Yeah,
are
it's
you...
2020, man.
Like, I like, don't get me wrong, I love Mike Ross.
Hated all this
no, exactly,
shit.
man.
Like, how he hated how they were like,
it's like
him and all that.
Yeah,
I was like, man, what are you doing, bro?
It's just like, I mean, like I was like, I like that guy a lot, man. Like that guy, but back in the day when you could tell he enjoyed playing fighting games. I mean, he was always at the house, was playing every time, and even when like we would drive up to Vid 94 and he was there and he was like telling us or like teaching us and some shit how to play.
Yeah, wearing that weird ass jacket.
Yeah. But and then it's just it's really sad to see what happened. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, this really sucks. You know, poor guy. And then like,
it happens. Man.
It happens. And then like, you know, he's coming back. I mean, that's when I saw him at Wasn't That Fight the other day. Like his reaction was pretty funny, man. And it was just like, hell yeah, like I'm glad this guy is doing a lot better. But that Evo reveal was so shitty. There was like 30 million people watching that, and it was just like, and we're done. And it's like, what the hell? Like
that shit
was
trash.
Doing laundry and that shit. That I was like, well, this is trash, man. See you guys at Evo, dude.
Hello, Jesus.
Are you okay there, Wills?
Is it 11 o'clock yet, dude? No?
What do you think about Marvel 2 reveal? That was cool, right?
Okay, so yeah, that's okay. So that's really cool. It's everyone's excited about it, right? It's funny, you're all excited, everyone's excited. I understand, but then again, it's only an 8-man invitational. The 4 people are already in the tournament. Is yeah, you're like announcing. I feel like, okay, so if you want to know how I really feel, I think it's cool, but I feel like that spot could have been taken up with another game, and this could have been like, and a special side event, because you know for damn sure it doesn't matter how late or how long that event would run, people are gonna fucking watch that event, like no matter what the fuck time it is or what days, you know, whatever. But
yeah, I mean, they already have the people there for the tournament, like
yeah,
for the side tournament. There's always like, you know, those guys.
No, they're dude, those side tournaments are really fucking badass, man.
If they would just like wanted to stream it, I mean, that would have been pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, it's cool now they have like the HDMI thing, and no, but I really do think that, I mean, it's a cool idea. You know, it's an 8-man invitational. The 4 previous Evo champs, Sanford, Yipes, Justin, and Duck Doe will all be in it, and then the 4 are all decided in these tournaments. I don't know. I know 2 of them are during the same weekend, I believe, on as the same tournaments. But I'm just super excited for the last one, because that is going to be a last chance qualifier at Evo. Which, holy shit, I'm pretty sure someone is gonna die, or
that's gonna be the most interesting part about this whole thing, is definitely that last
qualifiers, right? Because there are
like,
a lot of
exactly
because there are a lot of people that want to finally see Chaos versus Yipes, but it's like, I'm pretty sure Chaos will get a spot, but is it like, will he be able to travel to these events, and like, will he not get random out? You know what I mean? Like, it's still a Marvel game, and it's still like anyone. I mean, look at bots. Was it bots 3 that just happened, or was that 2? I'm sorry.
Yes.
3, right? Okay. Look at bots 3. Did anyone think Roundhouse was gonna come over there from, you know, SD, you know, SoCal, and just wipe the floor with everyone? You know what I mean?
Like, guys from SD.
I think one of those guys. I think it was either Roundhouse or Lockdown is from San Diego, because I've seen one of those, or they're just like, they live. Yeah, I think 2 of them are from San Diego. But still, it's just like Lockdown. Yeah, Lockdown I believe is from San Diego. But still, I didn't even know, like, I knew they were good, but it's like, damn, they fucked everyone up there. So, you know, this is gonna be very interesting. But I also think it's like, why are you having the 22-year anniversary? And it's like, what the fuck? Why not done this like the 20th anniversary? Why not done it? Blah blah.
This is the 20th anniversary.
Or I'm sorry, the 20th anniversary. Like, why didn't you do this some other time? Blah blah blah. But it's just like, I feel like they're only doing this because I think they're gonna announce another Marvel game. And then why not announce it at Evo? And why not have this giant ass like? Maybe they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna try to be like Marvel 2 again. So let's hype everyone up for Marvel 2, and then boom. We're not gonna have this like bootleg looking trailer and fucking maybe. But then again, the guy that worked on those Versus games leave Capcom, or I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I just think the idea is cool. I like when old school players are happy for events like this. I know Legate is very interested. There's a lot of Marvel.
I thought the Tournament of Legends was really cool when they did that.
Oh, that was fucking awesome. Yeah, or even the
great.
Jazzy circuit is like a really cool concept.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Jizzy White Sauce circuit. But yeah. So yeah, that is a plus that I am looking forward to at Evo. So since
I think that's going to be one of the more interesting things that happens.
it's probably going to be the most interesting thing that's going to happen there. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be. Oh, Grand Blue is a game there. Okay, I was like, damn man, wow. Now I'm excited for Evo.
It's going to be pretty good.
Oh, of course,
There's not a single game on the lineup that I feel like I would be pissed off to watch.
Besides Smash.
Well, that is not a real game, so that doesn't count. I said game.
But Genesis, that was pretty hype, right? You guys go over Genesis?
We did. Okay, anyway, so now that we know what the lineup is, Evo's coming up. Vince, your thoughts? I know we just talked about it kind of about like you, but your thoughts. What game are you excited for?
Statement.
A closing statements about your hopes, your dreams, your thoughts about Evo.
I mean, like I said, there's not a single game that's there that I feel like I would be pissed off to sit through the finals of. So that's kind of a first, I guess. So, and I'm actually glad that MK didn't make it on there because I don't give a fuck about MK. I think that game is Sonic Fox and everybody else fighting for scraps, and that does not make for an interesting top 8 to me. It never has. So I'm glad that I don't have to sit through that. I'm really glad. Did you watch MK last year? That shit fucking blew dick. It was the most uninteresting shit of all time. And I don't give a fuck that it was on Saturday because that shit wasn't worth anything to me. So that's my statement on Evo this year and on MK not being there.
Will.
You have the floor.
Yep.
You have the floor.
I mean, I guess it's good there's no BB tag because I don't think anyone really.
Thank
liked that
God
game.
that's not there.
But
It was more interesting than MK though.
I don't know, man. I think it's cool that the games are announced that are there, but there's no Guilty Gear, so that's kind of gay.
Do you think there's gonna be a Guilty Gear side tournament at least?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, last year wasn't there, and then like, do we even know who won? I was like, wasn't it Deb or something?
Yes,
Something
it
random.
was.
Yeah, but I mean, not that Deb's not good, but anyways. I guess looking at the lineup is pretty good. I think the only game I've never really watched is Soul Cal and
What?
Soul Calibur.
Oh, yeah.
I can guarantee you that's going to be one of the most interesting top 8s that's going to be there probably.
But yeah, every other game I think is pretty cool. I mean, I haven't seen any Grand Blue really, and it's pretty new, so who knows how that game's gonna turn out. But Uniclear is pretty sick. Sam Show's cool. Smash, I don't know. I don't really know much about Smash besides that one guy.
And that it sucks.
And Dragon Ball's Dragon Ball, and Tekken 7's cool. And then we'll see how this Marvel 2 tournament turns out, but
It's going to be pretty funny. I can already tell. I already think it's funny. I'm already laughing about it.
yeah, I mean, I guess this Evo is gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully they announce like the new Street Fighter so we can get over 5 and yeah, I don't know. I think should be pretty funny regardless.
Yeah, I'm always excited for Evo. Hopefully, I'm able to make it. And if you guys are interested in Street Fighter V Championship Edition patch notes, the patch notes just came out right now as I'm scrolling through Event Hubs, and there are a lot. Yeah, and there's a lot of things they changed. It looks like too.
I can't wait to peruse that.
Yeah, I know, but Vince, you're just one person that doesn't like it. So there you go. But anyway,
I was really hoping that was going to be the alpha picture of Street Fighter,
yeah.
but it's not. So that's okay.
Okay, so Evo, awesome. I think, oh, man, yeah, I'm excited for Evo. Hopefully, I don't know how this job is gonna work out, but
Just say you're going to drive the student on a test and then drive him.
Listen, kid.
And then say, listen,
We're
kid,
going to
your
this
final
fuck-
test is to drive back
like a fucking
solo.
17-year-old kid, dude. Like,
This is your final test. Drive me to Evo and then drive yourself back.
Sir,
and
our
never
instructor
fall.
took your daughter to like, what the fuck is going on?
To a Smash Brothers tournament.
Yeah, exactly. You go, dude. But yeah, hell yeah, man. Not to kidnapping people, but to Evo.
But yes, we will
but yes, we will kidnap. It's gonna come back. Collision box for 5 frames. Anyway, yeah, Evo, hell
What
yeah.
is these patch notes?
I don't know. Remember that patch note that said Fierce Punch, and then the other box was Fierce Punch? Like what?
That was tight. Is there more stuff like that? I hope.
It looks like it's kind of just like the frames have going backwards. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
No, on
What about-
Gao's backdash, it says,
What about stiffness increase, dude?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
this character central axis now remains stationary during first and second frames. What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, dude, come on. You know what that means. Quit fucking around, man.
Yeah, dude.
Collision.
Didn't Daigo show you the video, dude?
Man, this game sucks, dude.
Yeah, you're just talking about.
Fuck this game, dude.
All
I
right,
was kidding
so let's talk about cause I know I got that off my chest, the whole Evo and people like, what do you think about this game not being there? Blah blah blah.
Show up or don't.
Show up or don't, because there's still a lot of people's mentality are just weird in the game.
Dude, if a game's not there, if there's a community for it, there's gonna be a side tournament. So like,
Yeah.
who
Go
gives
be
a
a
shit?
bitch.
But you're still gonna hear like that one person that we all know. What do you think about there are people? Cody, if enough people are interested, can I run the Grand Blue? Yeah, but aren't they all gonna be at Anime Ascension? I didn't know that was happening until
Are you also aware that Grand Blue is not part of the lineup at Anime Ascension?
Yeah,
Is that a man?
Okay. But yes, a lot of people are going to be up there.
but a lot of people are gonna be there though. But yes, Toki, if you get people interested,
I'll be there. Anime Ascension.
Jed's gonna be there too, so you should hang out with him.
You should. He's setting up the stage.
Just set up the stage.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think he's gonna like be there. I think he's there up there right now, like
Yeah,
setting
he's
up.
not.
But
He's not gonna be there.
he's not gonna be there for the main thing. But let's talk about our local scene, and there is we're not gonna talk about just where to play. I just want to talk about as a as community, as a TO and as a influence on the community, that some of us have some of the things that are going on that it's just insane. It's crazy. Like I don't know. Like I'm glad that those guys from GameSync are not with GameSync anymore. I mean, I'm not like saying that. I had fun. They were funny. But a lot of people don't know. Ooh, excuse me. A lot of people I think didn't know that those people running those tournaments, like Hayden, Anthony, and I don't remember the other guy's name. They weren't actually working at GameSync. Yeah, Twiggy. They did not work at GameSync. They were the TOs for GameSync.
Yes, that's correct.
So they are not with them no more. And there's a lot of funny stuff in that Discord that I was reading, but we're not getting into that. But I mean, it's just they're now moved on to do Tuesdays at Ultra Gaming Lounge with David. So it's like Bracket Visionaries presents Plus on Block.
GameSync.
Plus on Block with so they're like working with David and GameSync, which is fucking awesome because I love like those guys are really cool and the tournaments are really cool. But my only thing that I'm worried about and a couple of other people was that I know there's only been 2 of them, but I mean just the scheduling is very interesting because so on David's tournament it's like Eunice, Tekken, Street Fighter, Grand Blue, whatever, and then on Tuesday over there it's like cross tag, the free cross tag tournament, Dragon Ball, and Tekken. So they're like having. My concern is that there's 2 Tekken tournaments at the same place in the span back-to-back days,
which is a little strange.
Which is a little strange, and I know like that was so. What I'm thinking was maybe that was their because I don't know if they were like getting paid like to run those tournaments, like you know what I mean. But what I was thinking was it's just strange to me that because I love Tekken but I don't love it where I'm gonna go back to back on like 2 days to play, especially when the numbers are pretty low. So like as I say that, I mean Tekken, I know when it was at GameSync, Tekken was like the game that brought the most people in on that day, not, on those Tuesdays. So I'm pretty sure they're thinking they're gonna do it again there. But then again, it's like, all right, but David's doing Tekken also, and then isn't he kind of like your, I don't want to say boss, but I mean it's Bracket Visionaries presents block, plus on block. So, and then I was looking at the numbers, and they get the same amount of people, for these events, like. I'm sorry, they get the same amount of numbers at these events on, you know what I mean? So like at David only had 4 people, they had 4 people. The other day they had 6 people, and they had 7 people. And the funny thing to me is that these are all different people.
Yep.
So it's just, I hope they're talking to each other. I know me and Kevin, New Blood Kevin, we're kind of talking about that in their Discord, how they should really figure something out, because that might like discourage players or like confuse players. I mean, at least because there are so many like locals for Tekken at the moment. If you think about it, even like Fanboy Gaming, I don't know if these Fanboy Gaming tournaments happen. I know those monthly ones happen for sure, but the only reason I know those happen because Kevin and True are like helping hosting them, and they post results, they post pictures, they post news about them. They like, we know these are happening because these guys are posting about them and they're posting these pictures. It's not one of those things where they post like, show up, we're having a tournament, and that's all you hear from them. Like, did people show up? Did people?
Yeah, where's the fucking closure, man?
People like to see pictures. To me, the reason why I take these top 3 pictures, they're funny, or I take pictures, is just because people know that these events are happening. Because sometimes people don't believe that these. Yeah.
Here's who won. It's that fucking easy.
Yeah. So
it was funny, dude. Somebody slipped and Mika's pissed, dude. Like, put some fucking context on that shit.
Welcome to TTF, dude.
Welcome to TTF. Mika pooped on the floor, dude.
But no, I mean, yeah, Mika, or the cat, took over the Nick's backpack. That was badass, dude.
And stole Joe's wallet.
Oh man, that was funny, dude. Because that really did happen, and then
it sure did.
Oh man. But if Cody got the cables on, whatever we're talking about, just how about you guys give me a link of how to download this game? Wait, is it the thing where it's like the Play Asia money is like sold out right now, or is it not as bad as it was? Or
no, it's not as bad as it was.
Okay, so if you guys like give me a link on how to do that, for sure tomorrow or sometime today, I will most definitely try to download that for you guys. But just whatever.
I don't think the setups are the issue there.
Well, I just want to set up just to play it too, but blah blah blah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so David's tournament. I mean, I love David, man. Like, it's for all you new people, man. David has been there since like day one. Dude, the guy moved from like the East Coast to here. I don't know if he's Jamaican because that accent turns on and off when new players come around.
The Jamaican banana.
But no, and then his mindset for his tournaments are very interesting. But that's what I mean. He's doing them, right? People have these ideas for tournaments, but they don't do nothing. He is doing them. You know what I mean? And then he has a lineup for his tournaments. He has a schedule. He has a schedule coming up too. I mean, it might not be final, but he posted that this is what's going to happen. It's a thing. And a lot of these people don't have that. And then, like, we all give David a hard time and everything. At least I do. But it's all like, he's like the older brother.
Will's getting kidnapped.
Oh no. But yeah, so I just hope they really fix that. Like, I don't know what's really going on with that. How I feel, but it might be like a power struggle as like, oh, we want that game too. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. But because what I personally think is that the thing Hayden does on Tuesdays should be like a more of an anime thing. You know what I mean? Because when you kind of do the crossover numbers, it's like, okay, so Street Fighter 5 is gonna bring more Tekken players. Will it? No, probably not. Just me.
Probably not.
Because when you think about it now, oh my god, that there's not a lot of people that play both games. You know what I mean? Like Jed, like it's only like what Jed and Jed and me.
Yeah, be real. There's not a lot of.
Well, to be real, then that's fair too. But so I want to play Street Fighter and Tekken in one day and don't want. No,
yeah,
but
you're one guy.
But that's true. But then I still do feel like maybe they should now you put that in. I don't know, man, because maybe they should do an anime local on Tuesday for GameSync, and then they should do like the mainstream. I don't know what a mainstream game is anymore. it's just in the end, I hope they figure it out. Support both of them, but it's just so weird to me that like
the question always becomes,
how long
what
is it
does
gonna
the
last?
community want?
Yeah, what does the
like
community want?
you have to cater to the people that are going to come by, and what is going to work for them. Like that's kind of what you got to do from there. And
Well, then-
what that is to that venue, I don't fucking know, dude. That's for them to figure out.
Transformers night. Anyway,
Yeah, Transformers only.
no,
dude.
but I always
See you
feel
there.
I feel like too, like cross tag is a really big turnout there. But then I forget that it's a free tournament, right? Like it's a free tournament. So I mean, what are these people willing to pay for? I mean, like I said, I hope it runs well. It's still going. That place is still open.
Yeah,
I
sure
I
is.
hope for the best. That place is really cool. I mean,
It was really funny the first time I went, so I can tell you that much. I enjoyed myself when I went there. So
yeah, no, I mean that place is really cool, and I always hope for the best for any venue, especially that are run by friends and people you know. So hopefully, David, I think their crowd is comfortable amongst themselves. Well, yeah, that's a what's up, like how do you holy shit? No, that's a thing too. It's just like that's how I kind of felt about coming from me, even a lot of us like Vince and I guess whatever you want to call us, you know what I mean? Like we were never like fuck the clicks, you know what I mean? Like we just play anywhere, we go anywhere, fuck shit up, blah blah blah. But then there are also like a lot of people like I honestly felt like that with the North County boys. It was like they're in their comfort zone. And what the fuck, you got a date tomorrow? I'll explain why. Did you? Okay. I feel like there are people that actually canceled Valentine's Day with their loved ones to go to TTF tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I really feel like Legade was one of them.
Come on, man.
And then
yeah, me and Cody are going on a date tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
me and Vince
fuck
are
you
gay.
guys. See you
Yeah.
Saturday.
We're driving up to Will's house. Yeah. Anyway, no,
For a hot work.
I'll explain why about that, but I mean it's 11 o'clock, so Will's gonna turn to a pumpkin pretty soon. No,
Come on, man. I already told you there's no stipulation. Like, let's keep
Stipulation?
rolling.
no, but like I said, that like you're bringing up the whole comfortable thing. Yeah, I do feel like people like like people like us don't give a fuck about where we go and play. We just want to get some games in. We want to have a good time. We want to fuck around. We want to get better. We want to learn. We want to adapt. We want to just play different people. But a lot of these new players don't want to say like they're sheltered, but they're just comfortable in their area. They don't want to leave the nest. They don't want to leave Mama Bear or Papa Bear and shit. They want to stay where they're comfortable. They've heard stories like, oh, I heard David's tournament runs like this. There's a guy yelling at you. TTF has a mean dog that shits and pisses on everyone, and everyone does drugs and gets drunk and blah blah. You know what I mean? They get. I really did, for a while I was thinking like that, like like I said, that mentality back then was like, why are people not showing up, blah blah blah, like these people only play at their places. I still do feel like that, because I always think of how funny it is that if we can just get one day out of the month, and I always say that's why God bless OFC, God bless the bank, or even the salt mines, not LDL, the real salt mines, the Claremont one, the real one. LDL was a fucking joke, but the real salt mines, the Rang Tang salt mines, the Robert and Wasted John bank,
Oh, God.
those two tournaments were the best tournaments. I really do think so. That tournament, OFC was like every other, it was once a month or every other, it was once a month, right? No, every other week, maybe once a month. Once a fucking month, dude. And it's amazing. Like, not just how many people that started traveling there, just how many players North County had for Street Fighter 4 and Marvel, and then when players down south like me figured it out, how many people started. I like I said, I went up there one day and I said I took me and K60, we drove up there, and I was like, this place is fucking badass. I was reading comics to kill my time, and Little J and Vince were like, oh, you read comics too? I was like, fuck yeah, this place is sick, dude. And Rico, just who's this guy like yelling and
yes.
OFC was
nothing
so,
else needs to be said.
Fuck, man, OFC was like, man, the bank was so good, dude. Kevin throwing up, and man, you guys don't know, man. You guys don't know. That's like, I can cry about that. But man, everyone was there. Everyone met up. Doesn't matter what area you're in San Diego you were from. Everyone met up at OFC, and those tournaments were fucking huge as fuck. So I can only imagine, because if you think about it, when you do the danger math, TTF, like, we get 19, like last TTF we had 19 people for Tekken 7. 19 people for Tekken 7. the last Nowhere Gaming had 12 people for Tekken 7. But when you think about it, if you look at the results, those were all different people. Besides like me, J-Flow, Dale, if he ends up going to Nowhere Gaming, those 3 people, they're all different people. Can you imagine if that's like a 30+ man tournament? If we all just find somewhere to meet up, who knows? Maybe it's Fanboy Gaming, maybe it's Hyperbomb. It should be Hyperbomb. It should, you know what I mean? But it
could be a lot of things.
It could be a lot of things, but I don't know like what's going on. Like I don't know. So is that the drive? Is that like I know what we're saying, like every time I go up to Nowhere, I love Nowhere Gaming, man, because that's one of the tournaments I feel like I can play. Because they're like, in reality, there are good players at game scene. Not game scene, goddammit. There are good players at sorry,
yeah, Hyperbomb.
Getting emotional. there are awesome players at Nowhere Gaming. It sucks that they don't travel to other tournaments, but they're good. Like I don't know if the rumors are true, but I know Sam is moving apparently. But man, he is fucking good. Eduardo is fucking good. Even Jay, like all those, and those new, like all those guys are decent, dude. They're decent. But it's just, I don't know. It's like, do they have plans on Friday? Or they're
do
probably,
they not want to play till 3 a.m? There's a lot of reasons.
Dude, there's like, that's not even that. Like, I feel like, man, I'm glad that Drill's coming out a lot more, because when it's also a bad thing too, because when Drill's out and then Chris go, like, it's always that, like, I don't go to sleep. But it's just, we always say, it's like, man, like, I don't understand where the people are at. Like, it's Friday, and if they want to grind out, like they're saying they want to play, they know where to be at. Dude, what other places are people grinding until like the guy kicks them out or until they leave? You know what I mean? Like, bring a Grand Blue set up, fuck it, man, and you just play until like fucking 4 a.m. if you want. You know what I mean? But it's just we so many no, and even with like Street Fighter 5 players are weird. Like I always like say it's like you ain't got no job. It's Friday. Yeah,
you got shit to do.
But I just feel like it's just like with Street Fighter 5 too, man. I just thought that, but that also it comes to the players. Also, these players are very interesting people. There are a lot of interesting players in Street Fighter 5 when it's like they always talk about they want a Street Fighter tournament, but they never show up. And I thought it was just because of TTF, but then they don't show up at like David's tournaments. They're just, and then they come out to one event and they like talk trash. Like, what the fuck, man? Like. And one of the main reasons why I started playing Street Fighter 5 again is to kind of, I was just tired of people saying, oh, there's no scene. And it was just people that shouldn't even have an opinion about saying, they had no right saying that, oh, this game's dead. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, this game's not dead. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. It's just that my dream is just to have like a giant, not even like a month, like a major. Well, that would be awesome. But I mean, just an event in San Diego to have everyone there. Like, but I don't. It kind of does feel like a Civil War thing a little bit sometimes. But I've learned to, in the end, I've learned to accept that, man. Like, it's just, that's just my, I'll die happy if there is like an event in San Diego that has everyone there. And then and then it's just, I hope just the traveling, like, is it really just the traveling that, like, maybe they don't have cars. I know, like, some of those guys don't. Dude, that kid Luke is like fucking 15 or something, dude.
That guy's cool, man.
No, he's cool. He went to TTF, and I was like, I never knew who this guy. I thought he was like at least like in his 20s or something. And then I saw
he's not, dude.
No,
yeah.
And then I saw him at Nowhere Gaming. I was like, oh, I remember this guy. This is a strange, interesting fella. You know what I mean? And then he was like, yeah, I live down the street. Like, I rode my bike here. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, and then cool. I didn't ask him, but I was like, how the hell did he go to that fucking TTF, man? Like, it's insane, dude. And he's only been there once, and he like talks about like he's been there I'm not mad. It's like, this guy's cool, man. Like, he's like, yeah, Cody's like one of the OG. I was like, this guy's so funny, dude. Like, I'd never talked to him, and
that guy said he liked Ebony Tuesdays and he likes the Ebony Goddess of the Week. That was like one of my first conversations with him.
What about Luke's comment, dude? White woman.
That guy sucks.
But no, he's really cool, man. There's a lot of interesting people in the scene, but it's just, with me, it was always like, I want to please them all, but you have to accept that you can't. And that's the hardest part for me, is that you can't, because there's always going to be that one guy that like fucking hates you for some reason, and you try to like figure out why, but he just hates you, like the Leslie Knope, Parks and Rec bullying episode. But you're always gonna I'm glad you got that, Will. But it's just like you want, and then you learn to accept it. Because even I do, there's people that I fucking hate, and then like, you know what I mean. But it's just like,
Is there?
no, it's no, it's crazy, man. It's just like, you know, and then. So I know this was all about like it's just the locals, man. So just be grateful that we have all these locals. Some questionable. I'll be straight up honest. Some are questionable.
I can tell you what day of the week is never questionable.
Thursdays never questionable.
Right. That shit is never questionable. And if you give a fuck about any game that's played there, you should be there.
That's where
even if you don't give a fuck about those games, you should probably be there too.
Yeah. If you want to complain about Eunice not being at TTF or Fanboy Gaming or Davis Tournament, I'll tell you one thing: it will always be at fucking Nowhere Gaming, or Gaming on Grand. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Don't fucking complain. Don't sit there. Don't be an e-troll. Don't complain on Discord. Don't blah blah blah. If you want to get like real and legit, that's where you play, man. That's all I gotta say, dude. Yep. That's all. That's it. That's no ifs or buts. Shut the fuck up. If you're a Eunice player, play at Nowhere Gaming. If you don't want to play at Nowhere Gaming and you want to try to get shit going, find somewhere. All I gotta say is that there is a setup at the house, so if you ever want to play it, just fucking let me know, and I'll be more than happy to put it on. But that's never the case. If you want to play Eunice,
me and the homie Disco Rico played a set not that long ago, man. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. That was a thing that happened.
And all I gotta say is that there's always people. There's always the homie Adam, you know, the true savior of TTF, which I feel like I never give him credit about that, but I mean. That guy always brings setups for like, you know, Sam Show, Eunice, Guilty Gear. He's always there in the kitchen playing. I mean, there's always a setup for a game there that, you know, people don't think it's there, but it's there. I mean, that's all I gotta say, dude. And that's another thing where it's just fucking I mean, I'm not gonna say no to your game. I will have my setups, like the setups for the tournament and that I run. But if you want to bring something, bring it. You know, just bring it and set it up and play it, man. I mean, don't. It's just getting these people out here though, man, because I know there are people that are literally just bound to their local, and they're just, you know, maybe they do have stuff on Friday, maybe they have stuff on Saturday, but I mean, if you just want to come over for a little bit, play, like, seriously, if you have nothing to do on Friday, Saturday morning, whatever, and you want to grind out in some games, like if you're from like the North County, if you're from wherever you're listening to this, and bring it, like, you are more than welcome to set up in the kitchen, in the backyard, and just play until whenever I kick you motherfuckers out, dude. Yeah, I mean, what other place allows you? It's legitimately like it reminds me of the old AI days, man. Yeah, the arcade closed at 12, but did it really close at 12? You know what I mean?
It didn't, dude.
That shit closed when everyone left, and
that's what the sign said. That's not what really happened.
I used to drive there on like the weekdays after work, and I would call in the next day, and no lie, I'll tell you right now, dude, playing Street Fighter 4 when it came out there are so many people out there. The next thing you fucking know it, the sun is rising at fucking AI, and there is no way I'm getting to work, dude. You know what I mean?
They're the only place in California that had a BlazBlue cabinet when that shit came out.
They had a lot of cabinets, dude. Like, it's just that was an amazing. That was one of my favorite arcades. I will say, at all, it was AI and pre Watson Super. You know what I mean? Like, fucking FFA was a badass arcade too, man, for a lot of funny reasons. Also,
that place was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, Third Strike and Tekken 5, there are a lot of good shit up there. Man, it's just, you know, I don't want to get into the whole Letterman jacket shit, like I always say, but I mean, I really wish you guys were able to experience the arcade scene, because I really feel like, you know, the arcades is what built a lot of us. That's why we have that, you know, tougher, like, you know, a lot of people didn't grow up with older brothers or friends or like us, you know what I mean? Like, but the arcade was there. And, you know, you got tough, you got the extra, you know, layer of thick skin, you know, hanging out the arcades. You know, a lot of these people, man, when Street Fighter 4, when like the 09er thing, and the people were playing like at tournaments like in real life, and people were crying, and just like, you remember that video of like that Seth guy that like he was #1 online, and then
he started crying,
and he went to his first tournament and started crying. It's like that's why we need arcades and these locals, man, because
it's like a different environment when you actually start competing.
Yeah, but just like, you know what, it's one thing I will never let go, or like, you know, ever forget, is the arcade scene and what it like, or just the FGC in general. as what it done for me and what it turned me into a complete jerk. No, I'm joking. No, what it's just the arcade scene has done so much for me. I mean, like, the one person in here, there's someone in here that actually got me and Dre and like a lot of us into this fucking horrible scene. And unfortunately, this person doesn't play as much as he used to. But I mean, I don't know. He's a humble dude, but I really feel like he was one of, at times in multiple games, one of the best players in San Diego. And he forgot the pad, yeah. But
and he forgot the pad.
I mean, I can do a whole, that'd be so.
And you forgot the perfect push-up at Cody's house.
To have a podcast with Legate would be a very, very interesting podcast, just to talk about the arc, because this guy was a world warrior. This guy was, I mean, it was cool too, because like his dad lived in LA, so he was always, I'm sorry, giving all the history of this guy that, but I mean, and this was during like the Marvel 2 scene, like the days, and so he was playing Marvel 2. He was going to Regency. He was going to like all these this guy I've seen so like, he was like truly an inspiration, man. Like this guy was a badass, man. Like this guy got me into fighting games. Like everyone's first fighting game is like, everyone's been playing Tekken since Tekken 3, right? Everyone's been playing Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2, blah blah. Like there's this guy I was playing, the guy that won Davis tournament last week. I was talking to him. He looked very familiar. He's a guy at GameStop. There's a funny story about that. But I was like, oh, what's your, he was like, yeah, like, you could tell he was kind of cocky. He was like, all about it. And I was talking to him. He's like, how long have you been playing Tekken 4? And I was like, oh, I've been playing like, Tekken 5. Like I never say my first Tekken was like 4 in Tag 1, because it wasn't. It was, I played it for fun. But when people ask me what's your first like Tekken game, I was always,
it really means the one that you took serious.
I would say 5. So when he told me Tekken 3, I told him, I said, no. Like, what was your first competitive Tekken game? And he said, oh, this one. You know what I mean? Like, because it's what matters. I really do, dude. It was it's what matters. That was my favorite tournament too. If you guys don't know, me, Legate, and Crockett, we went to a super arcade tournament for Tekken 5, and we beat the SBO team that year. Then we lost to Ricky, which was teamed up with Tekken Tim. If you guys think Tekken Tim was good, Ricky, if you guys don't know who Ricky is, it's like a player that hanged out with him. That guy was way better than Tekken Tim. And a lot of people might not know him unless you're like an OG player, but that guy was multi-gaming god.
Multi-game god. Multi-character.
the de-evolution of man, Ricky, dude. But no, oh man, see, like, man, if we had like Legate as a guest, or just any like Gerald or any of the okay Tong or anything, but no,
Oof, I hope not.
I know I'm like trying to tell myself I don't know what we're talking about, but I know what we're talking about, just the flying away from getting used to other locals, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to just go to all these locals and not give a fuck and just
I'm glad to all the things I've traveled to. I've never regretted traveling to play for any game that I actually was interested in. It's always been worthwhile to me.
I know, and then I always I always show, my thing is I want to show support. I want to show that I'm here. You're in San Diego. If you have a local, I'm more than happy to show up. I mean, that point where everyone's like, can you talk about our tournament? I mean, it still does happen once in a while, but it's like, dude, I'm not, I always say it, man, like, I'm no one. Well, yeah. To me,
just
at least,
one guy, man.
I'm just one guy, man. Like, I can't like say this tournament's happening and all these people are gonna come. I'll do it to help you guys out, but it's also on you guys. It's on you as an organizer to do that. You know what I mean? And then I know there are some people that I say that I didn't help promote their tournaments enough, and they like hate me for that. But I mean, look at where you guys are at now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying who or not saying names, but it's just like, come on, man. Like, see you guys at bonus stage 2, brought to you by Victory.
I'll be there.
Oh man, but no, just I don't want to get into this right now. But yeah, man, I'm grateful. I mean, yeah, I could have been. There's a lot I could have done better, but I mean, I'm grateful that I found the FGC. I found you guys. I mean, the joke is always like, where did Street Fighter 5 take, or fighting games take you? It was like, if it wasn't for Street Fighter or it wasn't for fighting games, I'd probably be like graduate college and be like a doctor or something.
Yeah, I'd be successful.
I'll be successful. you know. But in reality, I'm more than happy of where I'm at right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
me too.
I'm. It's just one of those like,
Fighting games in 2020, man. Never been having more fun than I am now.
especially like driving to like you know all these different areas, right? Like these really
I
nice.
can't wait for the days for actual tournaments to be announced so we can fucking drive somewhere, man.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for that shit.
So
It's gonna be great, man.
yeah. So before I know we got way off track, but it was a really interesting topic. But I feel like you know. It's like I'll put it like this: like I would never, you know, trade it in for the world. It's like when I drive and like you know we're in La Jolla, we pick up all these beautiful houses that, you know, it's just like damn, these are nice houses. These are like man, it would be nice. But where I live, like this right here, I would never trade in my lifestyle, what my mom, my dad, you know, what my parents, you know, did for me and the struggles that we all went. I would never trade that in for the world. I would if I had a time machine, you know, I would not trade that in. I would because I feel like how we grew up, like us, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know if how you got, you know, the poverty and all that stuff. Like, it made us,
Yeah.
it made us who we
Into
are.
better people. Yeah.
It made us into people. It made us into
It makes it into better people,
yeah,
for sure.
better people. Not a whole lot up there, but it made us like into who we are. You know what I mean? But yeah, your guys is okay. So I know that turned into a whole. I really had fun with that one, but I guess before we get into like the hot or not and talk about the locals, NYTTF is on Saturday now, which I am very sad for. Oh, I'm not sad. Fuck you guys. So this whole final thoughts, locals having games at the same time, other you know what I mean? Just all this just the final thoughts on the whole local situation in San Diego, because we only have this podcast twice a month. And I always do like using it twice a year, and I always do like using it as a reminder of where to play in San Diego and what to look out for, but also to better people to just like you know if you're listening to this podcast and you are one of these TOs, like just you know ask for just you know just hope you're listening. That's all I gotta say. But Vince, is there anything you wanna like your final closing statements on the locals of San Diego?
The locals of San Diego.
Yeah.
You need to take a look at what your community needs. You need to stop trying to emulate what other locals have done.
Yes.
And find what's going to work for you guys. And
Yes.
if that's working for you guys, keep doing it. Don't try to branch out and do too much crazy shit. You can test it out and do all that, but you need to do what works for the people that are showing up week after week. And if people are not showing up week after week, you better find some way to get people to show up week after week and make that shit happen. So don't try to emulate others and find what works for you.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5
my closing
esports, blah blah blah. Like, dude, it's not gonna work out for everyone, man. Yeah, that was nice. Well put, Vince. Will?
You know, all I gotta say is show up or don't.
There you go.
Support your locals.
We'll end it right there. Show up or don't
Fuck the
support your
haters.
locals. Count the money.
Fuck the intro. Count the money. Let's go.
Man. Okay, so this is a long podcast. We still have to do the questions and
Yeah, I hope you guys remembered the fucking question, dude. Mike's question, not Leo Myers.
yeah. There was one thing I wanted to talk about. It might have to wait because I really wanted to talk about something. But let's just get into but okay, so locals really quick. Like I said, in the end, Monday is David's tournament, Bracket Visionaires, sparring sessions. On Mondays, Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Eunice, Grand Blue, Street Fighter 4. I really am gonna work on like a page just for the podcast. You know, like when I had our Twitch. You know, like, I'm gonna really do that. That Tuesdays is Bracket Visionaires presents
again.
Plus on Block again. Dragon Ball Z, Soul Calibur, Tekken 7 and Cross Tag. It's at the same place. Wednesdays, I want to say Fanboy Gaming has tournaments on Wednesdays. They posted something on here, but they only posted it once. If not, I mean, as much shit as we talk about, or some of us talk about Wednesday night fights, it's only like an hour and 40 minute drive. When you think about it, that's
just plan to be there all night.
Not that bad. But if you really want to play, and if you're about it, and you know you don't have work on Thursday, or you can suck it up, it's a really good place to play, man. Like it sucks. The competition is there. Venue, Yeah, competition though is there.
The competition's there. There are good players.
Especially Tekken 7 at Wednesday Night Fights is the place to level up. It really is.
Yes,
No,
there are
no
so
pun
many
intended.
good players there.
And then Thursdays, that's what I want to talk about was the things me and Kevin talked about. We'll talk about that later. I'll make like a real thing about that. But our boys in North County, Kevin, John, and True, aka Jay, they do their thing. It's bi-weekly also. I know it's like they have the business casuals, which are pretty much kind of like low rollers actually when you think about it.
They basically have turned into low rollers.
Yeah,
which
so
is really cool.
They're like tournament games. So like so I'm not taking anything away from any of those events, but when I say so Nowhere Gaming is like the tournament day, the real day, right? Like whatever. So they have Tekken 7, Eunice, Dragon Ball Z. Am I missing anything? And they're probably and I think they're thinking of Grand Blue is gonna be. They're deciding on when Grand Blue. Right?
I would probably bet if I put money on it that would start when the actual game is available.
And when it's available, right? Yeah. But for sure, if you want to play Tekken 7, Eunice, and any of those games, and you can drive, you know what I mean, like
or Soul Calibur or
Soul
Melting.
Calibur, yeah. Those Nowhere Gaming is. I mean, I say like that's the best play to play. If it's not TTF. For me, it's probably Nowhere Gaming because the competition. I drive up there and there's like, if you're that guy, there's more than 4 people playing in the tournament. They have Sam, they have Eduardo, they have a lot of people that I can tell that are trying and wanting to get good at the game. And it's run by they're really cool people. Lord, the owner of the shop is funny. He's cool.
Yes.
And then Thursday, the other Thursdays, which is like tonight, what they're doing is like the Gaming on Grand, and those are really packed. They're like casual nights, but I mean, pretty much everyone that's at Nowhere Gaming is there plus more, and they play like Melty Blood. They play all those wacky games. They have side tournaments for
every game is there. There's been a tournament every week for like the past 4 times I've been there. So for at least 2 games.
So if you are like in that area, if you are willing to drive. If you're down here, it's only like a 40-minute drive, man. I mean, and it's worth it every time if you really want to get a competition. And they took away the bathroom, which is a blow up. But
you just gotta go outside.
When you think about it too, I mean, it's funny, man. Like, you know, playing Tekken 7, you know, you gotta realize that Avery is San Diego. So if you guys watched if you watched Wednesday Night Fights yesterday, man, me and Gerald were watching it, and then it's just so funny how when he was playing, you know, if you know the history of Avery, yeah, it's funny. But they treat him like shit. The commentators, it's pretty funny. Well, it's because it's all like fair, it's all fun and games. But it's funny how like he was just fucking. If you don't know, Avery was in losers last night, and the grand finals was Loke and Avery 6-0'd Loke.
That's pretty cool. I did not know that happened.
He picked and with Leroy, he 6-0'd him, and then the whole time in the tournament, they weren't even like commentating the match. They're just like eating jerky and it's like. And it was just funny. And then like everyone in the chat, I was just like, oh, that was a really close set. You know, like everyone's like, good job, Luke. I was like, yeah, totally, man. It was such a close set. You know what I mean? Like this guy got 6-0'd, man. Like, come on, bro. But and then he's always like,
but it was close, you know, the classic.
And then everyone, and he like, it's funny when you think he's gonna say something. What's this guy? He's like, support Tekken, support your local. You know what I mean? Like he's always like, you could tell he's trying to do that now, but no, he shows up at these Nowhere game. Him and like I know Avon, yeah, Lock, or like look, yeah, the Thing player from. Yeah, but no, and then like God bless Avon, dude, because Avon is the one that's like dragging him out of like this shell. You know what I mean? Like play at these places and stuff. Because
Avon's a cool guy, man. I like him.
Avon is probably one of the best things recently to happen to like Tekken.
Yeah, to a lot of things.
But you know, Avon is starting to drag Avery out to like the Nowhere Gaming tournaments, which is like, you know, making it even an awesomer like, you know, tournament and experience and stuff. But yeah, and then Fridays, okay, so we'll talk about TTF real quick. Okay, so tomorrow was supposed to be the 14-year anniversary of TTF, and it sucks because I want to say that I feel like I know it's only been 2 months, but I've been pretty consistent on opening doors every Friday. I want to I'm thinking of changing the schedule, as in the first Friday I will be always closed, just to like a little, you know, Friday to myself, and then the other Fridays I'll be open, so it look like close tournament, casuals tournament, close tournament, you know what I mean, something like that. And then if you guys don't know, I am in the process for like the last couple months in trying to get a new job, and it's an interesting, a lot of interesting stuff is happening with this job.
Fake driving school.
Yeah, fake driving school. So the tournament was supposed to be tomorrow, But today I went in to study for my driving instructing like license for tomorrow, and then I still owe 4 hours. If you got there's like 4 hours you need behind the wheel, and I still need to do that. So apparently the only time that is open to do that is 6 in the morning on Saturday.
It's pretty rough.
So I mean, yeah, if this was like a job that I already had and didn't care, yeah, I would just fuck it. But the last time I did that, which was the Verona trip we did, that didn't turn out so well, and I'm not trying to fuck this up. So I think the smart thing was to use tomorrow to study and to not fuck up and wake up tomorrow and like not be groggy and fucking fall asleep on the wheel while I'm driving, doing this driving training thing. So if you want, yeah. And so if you want to know the real reason why I made the decision is because it's work related, and I don't want to risk not getting this job because I've been working on it for the last couple of months, and this job is also a step in paying J-Flow and Andre back, and also helping out TTF a lot. So hopefully it all goes tomorrow. It goes well. But I mean, I do. It's like one of those things where you can't please everyone. I know that, but I legitimately feel like there are people that have loved ones that canceled their Valentine's plans for another day to come tomorrow. But
That's what I did.
Yeah, now I have to go see Sonic instead.
I really do. I do apologize, and I kind of don't apologize. And, like it's just something I need to do. Excuse me. But then it's just and then the people that are complaining about it, I shouldn't even listen to them, because the people that are complaining are like people don't even show up. It's funny, like I'll try to message you guys later about it, but it's just like, who are you, these people? Like, these are all the same people that's always like, can you believe you did it again? I'm like, who the fuck are you, man? Like, I've never seen you, bro. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? So yeah, party at Rodrigo's. So it's just, and then it kind of got me thinking, it was just one of those, like, because it's February. If you guys don't know, February is coming around. It's like I said, it's the anniversary. It's also, ironically or sadly, when I decided to close the fucking house forever. People don't realize that the fucking people do not fucking realize that something was stolen at the house that never happened in 13 years. No, something was stolen. I threatened. I was done. I didn't want to do this shit no more. I mean, it was just fucking, I was over it, man. But was I really over it? You know what I mean? Like, just remember that TTF was only supposed to be once a month. Now, just that's it. But it became like I just felt like opening whenever I wanted. And it just remember that a year ago from tomorrow, I think, or the 15th, this shit was, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you, dude? It's just this wasn't supposed to happen. That's all I gotta say. Now, look, it's 2020. I've been open almost every Friday. And shit happens, so I have to reschedule for Saturday. I'm sorry, but it's just something, and I'm not gonna reschedule the Emperor's Cup because that's something else that we've been fucking pulling away. The Emperor Cup's supposed to be, and I guess in reality it's supposed to be switched because the Emperor's Cup was supposed to be like during the team tournament, which was like 2 weeks ago, a long time ago. But it's just, in the end, it's just like I can only do so much. I'm only one guy, and like this job is like very important, man. So hopefully Saturday you guys still all show up. I'm gonna make a big post about it right now. It's gonna be like another barbecue potluck. I'm just buying a bunch of hot dogs.
Nice.
I know Cool Cody is like cooking something. If you guys just bring shit, you know what I mean. It should be fun. And I also want to celebrate with you guys too, so I do kind of want to drink. So hopefully I don't have to wake up Sunday. But I hope you guys all hope you guys all make it, and I just hope I see you guys all there, because the last one was really cool, and you can't please everyone, but I truly am sorry that if you like
see you on Saturday,
we're excited to come Friday and you change your plans, and now this shit happened. But like I said, you also can remember that doors were supposed to be closed forever, so fuck you guys.
So see you Saturday.
Yeah,
a lot of funny stuff going on in the chat right now.
Yeah.
But
but
see you at the sub giveaway, Cody.
And it hasn't been raining, so thank God for that. All right, so let's get into a couple of questions, because man, I didn't really, just a couple, and there's one question. God damn it, dude! Caboose and David are talking. I don't mind troll questions, but times like this, I don't give a fuck. Okay, so
Yeah, we still have to answer Mike's question too, so don't
we
forget
will
about
save
that.
that for last. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
I don't want to skip anything. I'm gonna skip a lot of things actually. Does the kitchen sink work? It does work, man.
It does, but the drain doesn't drain.
The drain doesn't drain, and I cleaned like I told Vince and I showed him a picture. I cleaned the like
It looks good.
I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday. We went to my dad was in town yeah, my dad was down here for a doctor's appointment, and then he took me and my sister out to dinner to Royal Mandarin. Awesome place, really good. Haven't been
That's
there.
cool.
It's been years since I've been there, since it closed down. So last time I was in there, it was like the hole in the wall, like dark, just like like a Chinese restaurant looking. But now it's like it was a whole new place. It was fucking amazing. It was good. But besides that, so I was up early. I was motivated. I went to Smart and Final. I bought like some Fabulosa. I bought some, I basically cleaned the
Purple
kitchen.
Fabuloso,
Dude, it's like crazy. Like it's funny because when you walk into the hallway and you walk in there, it's like what the fuck? It's like you can see the counter. Like there's not like these random all the random shit that's in there is like now in the front room. The front room is like the
There's
end
not
game.
a Wingstop bag that's been there for like 4 weeks.
I mopped the floor down. I threw away like a lot of like the toaster oven finally broke. So I scrubbed it. Like man, it's funny, and I'm pretty sure you guys will like notice it too. But yeah, that's funny. But yeah, the sink does work. But it's just, and the thing is that I do have a garbage disposal my dad bought. It's in. I just need to figure out how to fucking install it, man. But yeah, Gil, the kitchen sink does work. All right. I want an iPad at work. Okay. Yeah, use it for comics. That was all about that. Are condiments banned at TTF, or will be forced to eat naked raw hot dogs forever?
Yeah, if you're white, you can bring condiments.
Yeah.
If you're not, though, you can't. The only people I've ever seen bring them have been very white. So
Well,
if
Eric,
you
yeah.
that goal, yeah, you're good to go.
No, I don't ban them. It's just that I'm trying to save as much money as I can, and I rather just.
And I don't want to still ketchup packet.
Yeah, dude, fuck it, dude. So no, if you want to bring them, you can bring them. Is Paul or Legati opening up TTF tomorrow? No.
Yes.
I thought I read that as is Paul showing up TTF tomorrow, and we're making a poll about like, do you guys think Paul's gonna come tomorrow or on Saturday?
Wait, what happened to Paul?
What do you mean what happened to Paul?
He moved out?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
that was like a while ago, man. Or he announced it a while ago, and then.
Yeah, he told you specifically.
He didn't tell me.
He told you. He messaged
Okay,
you.
so let's get to these questions really quick because what's the next project for the renovation?
Yeah,
That's a
man.
cool question
Let's
too,
wrap
man. I
this
like
up.
that.
So
I might have to save all these. There's so many good questions, but so let's answer 2 questions. I'm sorry, or 3 counting Leo Mars' question. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike's question.
Mike's question.
Kevin always has really good questions.
Yes.
With so many games coming out, how do you think locals and players can manage to keep up and support everyone equally? I kind of feel like we kind of talked about that, but to wrap it up, Vincent, what do you think about that question? Do you want me to read it again, or did you already get it?
I will reread it myself.
Okay. But then for all the fans,
Locals and players, I mean, your locals, you need to cater to what the people showing up want to play. Like, don't spread yourself too thin, and if something works for you, just do it. That's like kind of the same thing we said earlier.
Yeah.
And as far as players, as the time comes closer and closer to tournaments becoming a real thing and tour dates being announced, you need to figure out at that point what you really want to focus on and go to where that game is supported.
Nice. Yes. Beautiful.
I mean, it doesn't have to be complicated. It can really be that simple if you make it that simple.
Yeah.
Sometimes the hardest part is picking what you want to play.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah. Okay, so Will, with so many games coming out, how do you think locals and players can manage to keep up and support everyone equally?
Yeah, man, pretty much what Vince said. Like, support what people are actually gonna play, and like not like try to have not support anything that like no one's even playing or really interested in. You gotta, people are gonna play it, support it, and then just build off that, and then yeah, I think that's good because I think it's pretty self-evident.
I feel like it really is hard to support everyone though, right? Like I mean,
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't, you really can't.
Yeah.
And what I'll tell you right now is that the reason why I decided to have tournaments at PTF like every other week is because I feel like people do get burnt out. I get burnt out. You know what I mean? And I feel like also on like all those off weeks that are not tournaments at TTF, that gives you an opportunity to go somewhere else and play. I mean, that's how I feel. Like there's no tournament Friday at TTF. We can't play Tekken. Where do we play? Hey, go to Nowhere Gaming. Go to Gaming on Grand. Go to fucking Davis tournament. You know what I mean? But like, there's people that will go everywhere. But for those people that always have to say, you know, they only have $5 for the week, blah blah blah. You know, they can't make it to every event. You know, just pick your poison. You know, you can't support everyone. If you think going to these tournaments is supporting, then you know it is a big thing about, you know, supporting. But also, if they have a stream, watching the stream, leaving the stream on, being that one viewer, just
talking some shit in the chat.
That's
more important than you can than you know.
Promoting the tournament, like tweeting, retweeting something, that's also another way you can support a tournament. But
yeah, visibility is really good for tournaments.
But in the end, when the tournament tours are going to be announced, because there are going to be a lot. There's going to be fucking the dojos, probably Danger. What's is it Danger, or what's
Daredevil events?
Daredevil events and Warrior, Bert. The Street Fighter 5 ones. I think the Warrior events are going to be cool.
That's probably going to be pretty interesting because it's not just Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's when we all have to choose and pick our poisons. That's when we all have to, even as TOs come together. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to have Daredevil events at TTF. I mean, I would love to have them, but in reality, I don't want to waste. I'm not going to waste my time. And Thursdays are going to be so much better and awesome. Yeah, it'll be awesome, but I mean, I'm smart-wise looking. I'm not going to fucking, you know, I'm not going to fuck with it. I would love to, but I know, like, Kevin,
to be realistic.
Be realistic, I know Kevin for sure. I'll have dojo events. Man, all those dojo events we have at the house have been fucking amazing. And with these Warrior events, I mean, if we can get more than 8 people, that'll be awesome. But in the end, you cannot support every local like evenly. It's so hard. It's so hard. But like I said, the little things also count. Being that one viewer talking shit in the chat, retweeting an event, that's what also help. That's other ways to support. And when when the tour dates do, like I was gonna say, when the tour dates do come out, and you know, it's everyone starts, that's when you have to work on your schedule. That's when you have to just pick what you're really gonna play. You know what I mean? Because there are gonna be people that are gonna try and play everything, but realistically, in reality, I mean, you gotta, if you want to play Street Fighter, then you know where you're gonna have to play Street Fighter. You know what I mean? You're not gonna waste your time at like Nowhere Gaming or somewhere else that doesn't have Street Fighter. You know what I mean? But yeah. That's that yeah, that there you go. I hope that I mean, I feel like we can blaze through this really quick.
I think so too.
So I want an iPad at work. I own no other Apple product and have no internet at my new place anyway. Is there a reason I should keep this iPad? I mean, iPads are cool. I mean, you don't have to use it at home. You can just use it as a tool to kill time somewhere else.
An awful lot of places that have free Wi-Fi these days.
I know, Triox, I do know that you are like, you commute, so you're on the bus and everything, so it's something you can use. Comics, I know you like comics, so that's something I know Legati uses his like iPad and shit for comics.
You can definitely get Comixology and download the stuff on there and then read it without the internet. You can do that. You can get any kind of ebook that you feel like getting, and you can download them directly onto it also.
Yeah.
If this is a real question, I feel that it is.
Yeah.
There are a ton of things you can do without having internet. Yeah. With the tablet.
Even when I had my Kindle, I mean, it was awesome because I did use it for books and shit, so that was pretty cool. And you know, it's a bigger screen than your phone, so when you watch porn, it's pretty cool too, man. But
it's pretty doink. Yeah.
All right. Caboose World Sparring. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Woo, it's a ghost. Well, sparring session. I'm retarded. Will the sparring session guys figure out a way to stop scheduling back-to-back second weeklies? We've already talked about that. I mean, it's you know,
that's always the hope and the dream.
It's always the hope and the dream. And in reality, you know, I'm probably thinking Tuesdays like, this was our most successful game. Why would we let this go to someone else? And then David being David, he wants to have every fighting game tournament at his event. So it's just something that them as a team, because they are under bracket visionaries, I mean, that's something they have to figure out. So that's, I mean, we already said what we can do, but I'm not gonna. Okay, this is a question I want to go through, and I don't care if Will's gonna turn to a pumpkin like in 15 minutes. I'm kidding.
Come on, man.
And this is a question that, you know, it's funny that this question is here, and it's funny that because I've heard the legit. Damn, there are a lot of people. I'm K for. I just realized that. There's also a lot of people that they always ask me. It's funny when so many people when Vince is not around or he like leaves the room and they're like Cody, they always ask me like, is he serious? Like, why does he hate this? Why does he hate and it's funny that he legitimately tells me like why. It's like I've been there. I've been there. But Jed asked, "Hey Vince, big fan of the Unholy Sabbath. Why do you hate Riot? Why do you hate Riot?" Okay, so legitimately, I mean, I know we can wait for Friday, but I really don't care. Blah blah blah. Let's hear that because he's told me, but and he does have a really good explanation. But Vince, why do you hate like when we talk about League of Legends? Oh no, the internet's going down. Can you guys hear me?
You are just straight
You're
roboting
like a
out right now.
robot, but yeah, that's cool.
It's like 1:11:40. Okay, so it might be back. Am I back kind of better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the little green dot turned red and that was scary. So that's probably telling us to wrap it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, Vince, like like when people talk about League and like it's because it's funny how Riot is like, in reality they are doing really good. They're being really successful. But I mean, people just have reasons and why they don't support and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. But Jed just wants to know, Vince, why do you hate Riot so much?
And I feel like there's a second part to that question too.
Oh, and Nora Jones, but I know that too, and I'm not gonna say that part because I hate you. I'm sorry. Yeah, but no, your reason too is the jazz, man. The radio stations. But anyway, Vince, take it away for the people that don't know.
I'll try to make it as concise as possible without ranting too much. What Riot did to an already established game, which was Dota. The way that they dumbed it down and appealed to the lowest common denominator is a practice that I just do not agree with in the slightest. Whenever you do that, your game suffers, the community suffers, everybody just suffers for it. They took a model that was already okay and took a lot of things away from it unless you wanted to pay for them. They showed not only does that model work, it can be profitable. So we get a bunch of other games that are starting to appeal to the lowest common denominator of players as well. Like, let's just give another example. A recent one is Fortnite. And you have Battle Royale, and you take it and you remove all of the hard stuff, and suddenly you get this game, and everybody wants to play it because everybody can play it. It's like, oh shit, hell yeah! I don't have to really try. Like, I can play this shitty game and like not give a fuck about anything. And so many people play it, and then people start getting mad about things. Like, let's use a recent example from that. It's like, oh, like it's fucked up that they can kill me and get health, and like all these good players are just building. It's like, oh, well, let's make the material shittier now, and maybe people will keep playing. And you have to keep hurting your game in these ways to keep appealing to these retards that don't really know what's a good game. And at a certain point, you start losing all these players, so you have to do something even fucking stupider. Oh shit, everybody's pissed off again. What are we gonna do? How about we put some lightsabers in the game, and then all these retards can swing that shit around for like 20 minutes, and that'll get more people in there. And you have to keep reinventing these things. It's like, what? Oh shit, what are we gonna do next? Let's blow up the entire world and do something else and give these other retards a fresh start. And maybe that will give more people to come back. Suddenly, you keep doing these things over and over again, and then you end up. Here's an older example. You end up with a game called World of Warcraft, and you have Battle for Azeroth, and it just sucks dick, and nobody wants to play it. And you keep having to do these things to have your shareholders say, "Oh, look at all these people are playing. The game doesn't suck ass," but it really does, and nobody really wants to play it. So, like, you fall into the slippery slope where the game just keeps getting shittier and shittier, and then at a certain point, you can't claw your way out of it. You can't put enough lightsabers in to make the game playable. Like, you're just left with a product that just sucks ass, and I think it's just a bad thing for games in general to adopt a free-to-play model where you do not get access to all the tools right away. Piecemealing your game is like, it's terrible. Like, let's look at Street Fighter. Let's tie it back to fighting games. Look at Street Fighter. The game doesn't even start till you get V-Trigger. Why couldn't I just have been sold a complete character from the beginning? Why do I have to wait to unlock my character when I'm losing? Like, I just don't agree with that style of making games. I just don't think it's good. Like, why stifle creativity until you say so? Like, I just don't like it. And that's why I think Riot fucking sucks ass. So that's that. And Nora Jones, this dumb bitch was on every smooth jazz station forever. And it's not smooth jazz. It's just some idiot, like, with a terrible singing voice singing into a thing. Like, I just don't like it. I'm going
to mute Vince right now. But,
that is not something that I'm okay with. So fuck Nora Jones and fuck Riot.
What? Fuck Nora Jones? Come on, man.
Nora Jones sucks.
Yeah, I hope you're in here for that one. And no, that's, I mean, yeah, that Fortnite example was perfect.
That's
by the
exactly
way.
why I didn't want to bring it up because it's a very long conversation that works better if you ask me in person. That's why if there's ever something like that, I always say ask me at TTF because it's too hard for me to articulate it until I see somebody face to face. Or this.
You know, like
I'll shit on the game all day, but if you want to play the game, that's fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you have to understand why I think that shit is trash. I will never make fun of you for playing it, but I will make fun of the game all fucking day. Yeah, I'll talk shit about the game all the time, but if you want to do that, I'm one of the only people that watches the Fortnite streams, man.
Hey, Joseph's
Joseph's not a real person.
No. He's a trash can, right, Will?
Yeah, Luke's 50.
Come on, man.
No, you know, one thing too, like I don't mind riding and everything, but also it's just kind of like because Dota was like really the first thing like that did that, right? Like the whole.
If we're not going to count Eon on Strife, which was technically the first one, then yes, we'll count Dota as the first one.
But what I want to go into that was kind of was like, oh, you made this, I made this, like that thing. It's like, damn, you're like taking credit away from.
Yeah,
like,
suddenly it's not called Dota. Suddenly there's a whole genre called MOBAs because they can't accept that they made a piece of shit game. Like, there's a lot of reasons why I don't like it. And yes, I have watched all of your League streams and the Legends of Runeterra streams, by the way. So there you go. Let's go back there.
What's the next project for the house renovation? What I want to do is,
that's a really good question.
I want to, besides the roof, I want to trim that tree, man. I feel like that tree. The tree is actually the big first step, by the way. It's the tree and it's cleaning out the front room to actually have setups in there and shit. Because I feel like
that would be so cool. That was the best place to play, man. The front room was fucking great.
So for sure, not this week. It's not gonna happen, but maybe that will be my project next week. Is just because I threw away a bunch of shit today. Also, like I said, that's a good start. So I mean that's there, but I mean. God damn, you guys just keep fucking
the front room for Monster Hunter was like the best thing. You can make your own gravity in that room. I don't know if you guys know that, but it's possible.
Yeah. Who do you want to be the other 4 players in the MVC2 Evo event? Fuck, man, I'm gonna say that.
You can save that one. That's
for that one because yeah. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Have you guys tried / what's your impressions on Grand Blue? We talked about that earlier, actually. Not sure if anyone in the area swooped up a copy somehow. A lot of people has swooped up a copy. Yeah. But
closing statements on Grand Blue is I can't wait to see how that game develops because I think that's going to be really interesting. That's all I can say about that.
What is Vince's big sub giveaway all about?
Oh yeah, let me show you. If you sub before April 20th, I'm gonna do a sub giveaway. All you have to do is sub once. You don't get more entries. I'm gonna give away 1 copy, sealed and signed. Sweet Homo, Alabama. This could be yours. I'm gonna give that away on April 20th, and all you have to do is sub, and this could be yours, signed and sealed in the box. So there you go.
There it is, man. All right.
That's what that's about.
Why I'm the biggest gay F word at TTF? No, I'm not. Leo Meyer, shut up. Now you guys are just fucking typing shit up. Easy one. What's next after Dark Souls 2 for Cody? I don't know, brother.
How about Devil May Cry 2?
No. That the one game I fell asleep on streaming, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that happened.
Vince, why am I not a real person? Joseph's in there. Chrono Cross, yeah, or fuck.
I don't know. Will did call you a trash can. Maybe we're just all inanimate objects.
Will,
he's mysteriously absent now. He's gone, dude. He's disintegrated. You ever just dissolve, dude?
And then last one.
Chrono Cross would be a good one. That would be a good one.
I need a well. That one is like so. I try to play Sekiro. I try to play. If you guys want to hear the truth about Fortnite, we're all waiting for the next season, man. It's been so long. They've been delaying it, but if you guys don't know, like the season changed, like when the world blew up, but it's been season 1 for like, and for you guys that do play, a season is every month. It's been like 2 or 3 months without a new season yet, and it's pretty. I mean, they keep adding shit to the game, which is cool, but it's just like I want like a new map change or just new something, man. But yeah. When I beat Fortnite, yeah. But anyway, like I said, I was playing Sekiro again, and then I wasn't playing on stream. Actually, I did, and dude, remembering everything was so hard. And then the boss that I left off on was hard. So I was like, I'm trying to relearn this game, fighting this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
So, I did maybe not like the last time I went back to Chrono Cross, the first thing was I didn't forget where I was. It's just getting back to that spot was really tough. And then when I got to that boss, I realized this is why I quit. And even everyone says it, even Drake, like it's like the hardest boss of the game. And I still really don't understand that mechanic to that game.
Maybe it's time to start over, man.
But I might have to start off again. But that is a game that I do enjoy. I mean, one of the waifus is like, all about that game too.
Yeah, and Manny's in it.
And Manny, we're all in it. Yeah.
Watts is in it.
But it is a very cool game, man. So it's just like I know that fighting thing is simple, but but it's just I still quite don't get it sometimes, and it's just like fuck. But yeah. Can I ride the motorcycle? Yeah, man. If you guys want that motorcycle, don't take it, man. As long as it's there. I'm trying to get rid of that shed, man. That's probably the next project right there. That's so much space we can use right there too. Just getting rid of that shed. I mean, I threw away pretty much all the trash.
One thing at a time, but yes.
Yeah. And then Corey, why am I a virgin? Corey, I don't doubt. No, I'm pretty sure males and females, dude. That's all I gotta say, man.
That's my statement. I find that hard to believe, but
I find it really hard to. Okay, so we've ignored this question. We didn't ignore it. It was just a really good question. All jokes aside, it wasn't Colin. It was Leomar.
Thanks, Mike.
He asked us the waifu and the gaifu, right, for fighting game characters, and it is that's a tough question, dude. But I mean, is that Mena back there? Vince, I know you said you had your answers already, so Vince, take it away.
I do, and I have some basic reasoning of why. I have picture photo evidence. Exhibit number 1 for Gaifu. I hope this link works. Oh, dude, I can't link it because the fucking link's too big, dude. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm about to figure something out. Give me a second. You might have to do somebody else while I re-get this picture.
I'm not totally looking at Will?
How do you already know what the question is? What is this?
Because it was weeks ago, motherfucker.
Fuck,
you weren't here, dude.
Yeah, he wasn't here. Okay. Damn, I'm sorry. Okay, damn. So, fucking Christ. God damn it, Will. So, Leomar asked if we had to pick a waifu and a gaifu, but it has to be a fighting game character. So, if you had to pick a marry one or, both, fuck one, I'm just joking. No, just like a female and a male character that, you would want to be with, just lay there, spend some time.
Oh, just like
Melina.
I say Biken.
Nice, all right.
GG. Or like
It's pretty good.
But Gaifu, I don't know. Johnny.
Dude, both guilty characters. That's so sick, dude.
That's good, dude.
Dude, no, Johnny's just he's the Washboard abs,
he's cool,
the Duster, just stylish. He has his own ship. He's just a badass, dude. His intro's like, even though it's so simple, he has one of the coolest intros too. When he's just walking down the thing. Damn.
He's got a really cool super.
I like that too, man. The J, that one.
Yeah, dude, that shit's sick.
Yeah, what a cool character, man. Shouts to fucking hell yeah. Okay, Vince, or did we have to go?
Oh no, I think this is gonna work, dude. Exhibit A, Iori from King of Fighters.
Yes.
Basically, he's a less hot Gene Wong. So that's like all the reasoning that you really need. Like Gene Wong's already really hot, and this guy's like pretty hot too. So there's that. Let me find my other one, dude. Runner up from the same game is the question is fighting game waifus and gaifus. So there you go. And runner up is from the same game is the homie Takuma. The reasoning for that is he's actually 2 gaifus in one, dude.
Dude, that's such a good picture. I'm sorry, dude. Holy shit.
I did this. I did research, I did this. So he's actually 2 dudes in one. So that's actually 2 gaifus. It's him and Mr. Karate. So you get a 2-for-1 there.
That is like
who's the waifu then?
It was
The waifu is I did some runner-ups too because this was a good question. And I felt like I should do that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was like confused for a second. Mm-hmm. Before your waifu, yeah, he's like my favorite KOF character because like the 2 things, right? Like when he's when he's Takuma, it's just like he's a dad, right? He owns a dojo that's failing and like he's a good guy. But then what's the only way you can make money? You have to be like be a bodyguard for one of the most successful people, which is Geese. But you want to hide your shame, right? So you have to wear, damn, that's such a sick, sad story, dude. So cool, man.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so there's that, and then the waifus.
My
We have Lisa Hamilton from DOA.
Nice.
The reasoning is she's actually 2 waifus in one. Also, it's Lisa and La Mariposa. So that's another twofer. So that was the reasoning for that. And the runner-up is a recent character. It's Master Raven. So
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
there you go. There's a picture and explanations for my reasoning. So I hope you're happy, Mike. I hope your question has been sufficiently answered. Thank you
we'll
for
just
that.
add my pictures and later. So
Yes.
I
Yeah.
got those queued up. So.
Well, I feel like being the host of this, I don't have to answer. I'm just joking. No, it's a really tough question, man, because there are so many fighting game characters. So, guy food wise, I was thinking of like someone who would like really take care of like a sugar daddy, right? I was thinking sugar daddy. I'm thinking Geese Howard, man, because he's such a sick ass character. He seems like he has like he has it all.
He has a criminal
You
empire,
even have like protection. You got the 2 or maybe even the 3 like most brutal bodyguards you can ever wish for. You know what I mean? So I was thinking of Geese, and then like I guess you can do a runner up would be like, man, just like the tech, like I was like, it's hard to explain, dude. Like Jin and like even Steve, man, they're pretty good looking dudes, man. Like like Justin's like whole Jin like 0%, 0% body fat. Just why is he so sweaty and like so like worked out in the beginning of that intro? You know what I mean? He's a stylish dude, But yeah, Geese is up there, man. He's such a badass too, man. And then females, man, that's like the tough one too, man. Because when you're like when you're a kid, you're like, oh fucking Mai, because she has big ass titties, blah blah. But then you think of deeper, you think of like, man, some of these characters look really good, man. Like I like from Virtua Fighter, Sarah Bryant is really hot, I think, dude.
Yup.
She's she's a Nina Williams basically. I guess like. So
which is fine.
I guess we can go like if I had to like I guess we picked the different waifus, right? Like if I had to pick like a white waifu, yeah, Sarah Bryant and Nina's most definitely up there. And then I like Maki from like CVS or not CVS too,
that's
but
a good
Maki
one for sure.
from like Final like Capcom games and stuff. She's up there too. So Maki and Sarah Bryant is like really up there. I really like those characters a lot. They're pretty waifued out. I mean, I don't know, like a lot of DOA characters are like pretty waifued out, man. And like I said, some of the Virtua Fighter characters is like, I mean, like I can't like you can say like JC and like Julia, right? Holy shit, man! Like
yeah, dude.
But the sick pervy side, yeah, Ivy from Soul Calibur probably too, man. Is like Jesus Christ, man, step on me. But yeah,
yep.
So if I had to pick, most definitely, if I had like a gun in my head, I'd probably say like Sarah Bryant and Geese, or like Sarah Bryant, Geese, or Maki and like Jin, or probably like 2 gaifu and waifus, man. And just out there because of the cabbage cutter is Melina. But I feel like that's nice. Wrap it up right there. So Leo Meyer, aka Gollin, I hope your question was saved. And then man, this is a really good one. And then there's like so much. Now that we're coming to the end of it, I remember a lot of things that I would want to talk about. But before we get into our bitch calling, our hot or nots, blah blah blah. Remember, support your events. Hope to see you Saturday. I'm gonna make a big post about it, but it's gonna be like a potluck barbecue tournament. Hopefully you guys all make it. Celebrate 14 years of just TTF and all that shit. But anyway, so we'll do our hot or nots. I want to be more prepared for this because I feel like I pretty much do always throw Vince and Will under the bus to go first. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Vince, Ebony Goddess, your hot or not, and your bitch calling.
All right, that I need to find my picture of my
Yes.
Ebony Goddess. Oh man, it got fucked up because my computer blew up. I'm gonna have to refind it, dude. Give me a second.
Oh, wait. Will, do you have one?
Yeah. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah.
It's kind of a throwback, I guess, but it's been a while. But I want to say Mia Malkova.
Nice. Do you watch her? She streams.
Yeah, I haven't seen her streams. I mean, I've only seen her official work.
Yeah.
Nice. P official.
But yeah, no. Throw back to her. Want me to do my bitch calling?
Yeah, of course.
I really don't know who would this be directed to, but I go to Pyology a lot, and
this is already good.
Like I go there at least like maybe once a week, twice if I'm feeling good. And there's for some reason his parking lot has only compact parking spots. And I don't know, I just like who's that for? Like honestly, like so I don't really know who that's directed to, but I feel like there's some sort of scam there. Like you know what I mean? Like why can't they just be regular sized parking spots? You know what I mean?
It has to be at least 4 times bigger.
Yeah,
My car's not even that big, so it's like, what the
it's
hell?
not. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is pretty bad. But yeah, these these compact parking spots at Pyology, man, get out of here. I don't like it. You know, Vince,
Am I up finally, dude? All right.
it's your
So,
time.
bitches is definitely side games or whoever the fuck is handling this Grand Blue shit. Why the fuck do we have to wait until the 3rd when the Hong Kong version has English subtitles and English voices? What the fuck are we waiting for? Why do I have to get Moon Bucks to buy this shit when there's no reason for that to be happening? What the fuck is this version going to contain that is causing 1 month in delay? This shit is I don't know who the fuck is responsible, but it's fucking uncalled for. I mean, at least it's only 1 month, but why does this shit happen every single time an anime game comes out? Why the fuck does this keep happening? So whoever the fuck is responsible for that shit, you're a bitch. Hot or not? I guess it's been a while since I've seen Jean Wong, and that kind of ties back into the whole Iori thing. So Jean Wong is the hot or not. And for the Ebony Goddess of the Week, she's a legitimate film actress, and her name is Anna Fox. And there you go. I will link the picture for you.
Very nice.
You can check out her videos.
All right. So my hot or not will be I think I probably did this already, but I've never noticed this legitimate film actor with long hair because she's always had short hair. But it's Lola Faye. She's like a little petite.
I wish I knew who that was.
She's a burning angel, Lola Faye. You know, she always has like short hair. She is very tiny and she does a lot to her body. But she had like most recently she had like long hair and she has this like JOI video that's pretty intense. So shout outs to her. And then my bitch calling is just like,
I know there's a lot this time.
No, it's just how to word it without like it coming back because God forbid it just comes back somehow. But it's just when you're up for something and you already know you want some of these pizza rolls, dog.
There it is, dude.
What's going on here, dude? Let's just watch this.
Is well caught up, dude?
Y'all, you're hogging on the internet, dog.
This is tight, dude.
Yeah, what do you think about that Laker game?
Dude, he's already blown up, dude. How come I'm the only one on the camera? And why is Richard pointing his knife at him now? That's always the question.
Really?
Oh man, what's happening?
He's getting blown up because of the curfew, dude.
All right, to end it, what we'll do is we'll all right, to end it, yeah, so just like let's say you're getting a new job and then you're for it, you're like 100, like it's not like some easy like, oh, this is like I'm getting it because easy money, but the person that's hiring you is like, I just want to make sure you're for it, and then they just like keep doubting you, like, because I don't think you're here like, dude, like I'm not gonna waste all my time doing this, you know what I mean, just to like not do it. Just people that just think you're not gonna do something even though you're for it, I guess. Does that make sense? Is that, I know it's kind of like, it's just
it's vague, but yes, I understand.
Yeah, just like, come on, man, like I'm here for the long run. Don't like, do you want me to be here? You know what I mean? Like, holy crap, dude, like it's just crazy.
Yeah,
but
if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't have shown up.
Yeah,
that's like kind of the basis of it. Yes,
yeah,
I understand.
It's just that, man. But with that said, I hope to see you guys all Saturday. Enjoy your Fridays. Oh, Will, I'm really happy you're here. I really do hope to see you soon sometime. If not Emperor's Cup, if not Saturday, but just sometime.
Wait, when's Emperor's Cup?
It's the 29th, which is a Saturday, I believe.
So 2 weeks.
I believe so. And then
last 2 weeks. Fuck it.
And then yeah, thank you all. I've been watching this counter. I'm excited, we hit 8,000 views. I know that's not a lot, but for the channel,
that's pretty cool.
There's 8,000 views. That's pretty cool. And I don't know what to stream, cuz okay, so streaming wise, I want to take streaming serious at the house on Fridays, and I feel like the only thing we take serious when we stream is Street Fighter 5. Cause we did stream Tekken, and I feel like I don't know why, like no one wanted to commentate. Everyone was like kind of unsure. But when we have Street Fighter 5, like Vince and like Richard are like always there doing, and then J Flow is always doing an awesome job. So we'll figure it out though. But at the moment, even though like Street Fighter 5 isn't like the biggest number at the house, like it's the more successful game when we're streaming it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But so we'll see what happens, and I want to stream every game. So hopefully, like if we get the stuff running fast enough, which is kind of hard because everyone's playing everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, like this Saturday. Oh yeah, and then since the Empress Cup is happening, I don't want to throw like Jed Cup and the Ultra Street Fighter 4 tournament during those two the team tournament. So Jed Cup 2 and the Ultra Street Fighter 4 tournament, which are monthlies, are happening this Saturday also, if you guys are interested in that.
Damn, okay.
But with that said, and congratulations to our first Jed Cup winner, which was Gene, going undefeated, which was really cool. And with that said, do you guys have any last words to say?
I'm gay.
Show up or don't.
Show up or don't. All right, guys.
Yeah.
So hopefully we see you all on Saturday, and if not Saturday, on streams, fucking around, or in the chat. You guys all have a good night. God bless you guys. I don't think you guys understand how much I appreciate you all, and you know, all the support
here, right?
and everything. But I really do appreciate you all and everyone in the scene. And you guys all have an awesome night. And you guys take care. See you Saturday. Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.